Hi there. I'm a photographer and I'm excited to be here at the Asahima Zoo in Hokkaido. I've heard they have some amazing animals here.
Hello, welcome to the zoo. Yes, we have quite the variety of animals here. What kind of photos are you hoping to capture today?
I'm hoping to get some close-up shots of the polar bears and penguins. I heard they're the stars of the zoo.
They definitely are. But please make sure to follow our zoo's photography rules and respect the animal's space.
Of course, I wouldn't want to disturb them. By the way, do you know how the zoo is involved in animal conservation?
Yes, we participate in various breeding programs for endangered species and work closely with local wildlife conservation organizations to protect animals and their habitats.
That's great to hear. I think it's important for zoos to be involved in conservation efforts.
Exactly. We want to help educate visitors about animal conservation and encourage them to make a positive impact on the environment.
Do you have any tips for getting the best animal shots?
Try to visit the zoo early in the morning when it's not too crowded, and be patient. Also, don't forget to bring a zoom lens for those close-up shots.
Thanks for the tips. I'm so excited to get started.
Great, have a good time and I'll be around if you need any more information.
Hey there, B. How are you doing today? I hope everything is on the up and up.
Hi A. I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited to see what you got for me today in terms of our marketing campaign.
Oh, we've got some really fun and creative ideas to share with you. Have you ever heard of guerrilla marketing?
I have, actually. I've seen some really cool campaigns in the past.
Great. Our team has been brainstorming some unique guerrilla marketing tactics that we think would really make your brand stand out.
That sounds awesome. Can you give me a sneak peek?
Sure thing. One idea we had was to do a flash mob in a busy area of the city with your product as the focus.
Ah, that sounds like a lot of fun. People always seem to love those types of events.
Exactly. Plus, it's a great way to generate buzz and get some attention on social media.
I like it. What else have you got?
We also thought about doing some street art around town with your branding. It would be a different way to get noticed while also brightening up some local spaces.
That's really cool. I love when brands are able to do something unique and give back to the community at the same time.
Us too. And we think this idea has the potential to go viral and get some great publicity.
Agreed. But what about more traditional forms of advertising, like print ads or TV spots?
Oh, we haven't forgotten about those. We've got some great scripts for TV commercials and some eye-catching designs for print ads that we think will resonate with your target audience.
Fantastic. You guys have really outdone yourselves. Thanks for the great ideas.
Of course, B. It's our job to help make your business a success in any way we can.
Well, I'm definitely feeling confident about this campaign now. Let's get to work.
Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. And you, A?
I'm doing great, thank you. I love working in this tea house, especially when I get to bake all these delicious pastries.
Yes, and I love how we make the perfect pair. You bake while I brew. What's on the menu for today?
We have some traditional mooncakes with black sesame filling and some red bean buns. How about you? What teas do you have today?
I have some Longjing tea from Hangzhou, some Wei Rock tea from Fujian, and some Pu'er tea from Yunnan.
Sounds amazing. You know what goes perfectly with mooncakes? Some Wei Rock tea. Its rich aroma pairs so well with the pastry's nuttiness.
Great idea, A. And how about the red bean buns?
I think it would be best to pair them with some pu'er tea. The earthy flavor of the tea goes well with the sweetness of the buns.
You always know the perfect match. Let's get to work.
Sure, I'll start baking the mooncakes while you prepare the tea leaves.
Do you need help with anything?
No, I'm good. I'm used to baking alone, but thank you for offering.
Of course. Don't hesitate to let me know if you need anything. We make a great team.
Yes, we do. I'm so glad we can work together and create such a peaceful and enjoyable atmosphere for our customers.
Absolutely. There's nothing like a good cup of tea and a delicious pastry to brighten someone's day.
Good morning, I'm a food inspector from the health department, here to check the quality of the supermarket's food products.
Good morning, welcome to our store. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Just a general check on the quality and safety of the food products on display. I'll start by checking the expiration dates.
Sure, let me know if you need any assistance.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Wow, these avocados look perfect. They're all ripe and ready to eat.
Yes, we make sure to stock fresh produce every day. How about the meats? Are they up to standard?
Yes, the temperature of the meat storage is appropriate and the packaging is good. I do have to ask about this cheese though. I noticed a little mold on it.
Oops, sorry about that. We missed it during our routine check, but we'll remove it from the shelves immediately.
No worries, it happens. I also need to test a few samples to make sure the nutritional content is accurate.
Sure, let me know which products you need.
I'll take a sample of this apple juice, this chicken, and this bag of peanuts. These peanuts are salted and roasted, my favorite snack.
They're definitely popular among our customers. Did you notice the variety of international foods we carry?
Yes, I did. Your selection of Japanese snacks caught my eye. They're so cute and yummy looking.
Thank you. We try to cater to everyone's taste buds. We also have a special offer for our loyal customers with a chance to win a shopping spree.
That sounds exciting. I might have to enter myself. Anyway, I'm almost done with the inspection. Everything seems to be in order. Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to have our products checked for quality assurance.
Hello, could I please have a glass of water and a cup of coffee?
Sure, I'll bring that right over to you. Would you like cream and sugar with your coffee?
Just cream, please. I'm trying to cut back on my sugar intake.
Ah, I see. Have you tried any sugar substitutes?
Yeah, I usually use Splenda or stevia if I need to sweeten something up.
Good to know. And for your water, would you prefer bottled or tap?
Tap is fine, thank you. I'm trying to be environmentally conscious and reduce my plastic waste.
That's admirable. We always offer both options to accommodate our passengers' preferences.
Appreciate it. Hey, I noticed that your name tag says you're from Dallas. What do you recommend doing there?
Well, I'm a big fan of the State Fair of Texas. It's held every fall and has everything from live music to fried food competitions.
Fried food competitions? You had me at hello.
Laughs, yes, they're a must-see. But if you're looking for more upscale entertainment, the Dallas Museum of Art is really impressive.
Thanks for the suggestions. I might have to plan a trip there soon.
It's definitely worth it. And speaking of trips, are you headed anywhere specific on this flight?
Just going back home after a work trip. But I'm looking forward to getting some rest on the plane.
I hear you. If you need anything else to help you relax, just let me know.
Will do. Thanks for your help and for being so friendly.
My pleasure. Enjoy your beverages and have a safe rest of your flight.
Hey there, B. How's it going?
Not too shabby, my friend. What brings you to the table today?
Well, I was thinking we should have a little chat about protecting our government's secrets.
Ah, the old national security spiel. I'm all ears.
All right, so first things first. What are some common threats to our classified information?
Well, phishing attempts and malware attacks are always a concern. And of course, human error is a big one. People are the weakest link, after all.
That's true. But what can we do to mitigate those risks?
Educate our employees, for starters. Make sure everyone knows how to spot a phishing email or suspicious link. And of course, keeping security software up to date is crucial.
Good thinking. What about physical security though? How can we prevent unauthorized access to our classified documents?
Restricted access areas and secure containers for classified documents are a must. And implementing a strict sign-in/sign-out policy for visitors and employees can also help.
Excellent ideas. But what about rogue employees? How can we protect against insider threats?
Background checks, regular monitoring of employee activity, and implementing a need-to-know principle can all help guard against insider threats.
Right. And what if sensitive information does get leaked? How can we minimize the damage?
Have a response plan in place ahead of time so you can act quickly and contain the damage. And make sure to notify the appropriate authorities.
Very true. Well, I think we've covered all our bases. Thanks for chatting with me, B.
Anytime, hey. Always happy to shoot the breeze about security.
Yes, we are really excited. What's on your itinerary for us today?
That sounds amazing. What's the first activity on our agenda?
Hey B, have you heard of the ISO 27001 Information Security Standard?
No, I haven't. What's that?
It's a standard that helps organizations keep their information secure. It covers everything from risk management to data protection.
Interesting, but why does it matter?
Well, in today's digital age, information is often the most valuable asset a company has. Without proper security measures in place, sensitive information can be easily compromised.
I see. So how does this standard work exactly?
Basically, the standard lays out a framework for identifying and managing security risks, as well as implementing and maintaining effective security controls.
That sounds pretty intense. Is it hard to implement?
It can be challenging, but the benefits of having a solid security posture far outweigh the difficulties. Plus, there are plenty of resources out there to help organizations get started.
I guess that makes sense. Have you ever worked with this standard before?
Yeah, I actually helped a company I used to work for get certified. It was a lot of work, but seeing the results was really rewarding.
Nice. Did you have any tips for getting certified?
Definitely start by doing a gap analysis to see where your organization stands with respect to the standard's requirements. From there, you can develop a plan to address any areas of weakness.
Good to know. Is there anything else I should keep in mind?
One important thing to remember is that certification is just the beginning. Maintaining a strong security posture requires ongoing effort and attention.
Sounds like a lot of work, but definitely worth it.
Absolutely. And if you need any help along the way, feel free to reach out to me or any other security professionals you know.
Thanks for the advice, hey. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Hey B, have you tried the pork chops at that new restaurant down the street?
No, I haven't. But I'm always down for some juicy pork chops. How were they?
They were amazing. I could practically taste the smoky flavor and the tenderness of the meat just melted in my mouth.
Oh man, now you're making me hungry. I need to try them ASAP.
Definitely do. They also have different sauce options to pair with the pork chops. I personally love the garlic butter and the maple bourbon.
Yum, those sound like perfect matches with the pork chops. Did you have any sides with them?
Yes, I ordered the mashed sweet potatoes and green beans. The sweet potatoes were so smooth and flavorful, and the green beans were cooked to perfection with a slight snap.
Now that's what I call a well-rounded meal. Are the portions generous?
They are. I was so full by the end of it. I even had to take some leftovers home.
Sounds like great value for money then. I love it when restaurants serve good food and big portions.
Me too. And for the quality of the food, the prices are reasonable. How about we go together this weekend?
I'm down. Let's go get our pork chop fix and stuff our faces.
Have you ever tried pho before?
No, I haven't. What's pho?
Pho is a Vietnamese noodle soup, usually served with beef or chicken and a lot of fresh herbs. It's so delicious, especially when you're craving something hot and savory.
That sounds interesting. What's your favorite pho place?
There's this little hole-in-the-wall restaurant downtown that serves the best pho, in my opinion. The broth is so rich and flavorful, and the noodles are always perfectly cooked.
Oh, wow. I'm definitely going to have to try that out sometime. Do you have any tips for ordering pho?
My trick is to add a little bit of lime juice and hot sauce to give it some zing. And don't be afraid to slurp up those noodles, that's how you know you're really enjoying your pho.
Haha, okay, I'll have to remember that. What about vegetarian options?
Actually, I've seen some restaurants that offer a vegan or vegetarian version of pho. I haven't tried it myself, but I've heard it's just as tasty.
Awesome, thanks for letting me know. I'm definitely going to have to try pho soon.
You won't regret it. It's the perfect comfort food on a cold day, but I also love eating it during the summer because it's so fresh and flavorful. Hi there, can you help me locate the baggage claim area?
Sure thing. Do you have your baggage ticket with you?
Yes, I do. Hands over the baggage ticket.
Great. It looks like your baggage will be on carousel number 4.
Thank you so much. Do you know if there's a coffee shop nearby? I am in desperate need of a caffeine fix.
Absolutely. Just head towards the main entrance of the airport and take a right. You'll see a Starbucks there.
That sounds perfect. I can't function without my morning coffee.
I totally understand. What's your usual order?
A vanilla latte, please. What about you?
I'm more of a tea person myself, but I do enjoy the occasional coffee. Have you had a chance to explore the city yet?
Not just yet, but I plan to. Do you have any suggestions?
You have to try the local cuisine. There's a terrific restaurant on Market Street that serves the best seafood in town.
I'll definitely have to check that out. Thank you for the tip.
Not a problem at all. That's what I'm here for. Did you have a pleasant flight?
Yes, it was great. The in-flight entertainment really helped make the time fly by. Do you have any recommendations for a good book to read during my vacation?
If you're into mystery novels, I recommend anything by Agatha Christie. Her books are a great way to unwind and get lost in a good story.
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much for your help. You've been amazing.
It was my pleasure. Enjoy your stay in the city, and don't hesitate to come back if you need any more assistance.
Hi there. I'm a front-end engineer. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm the UX designer. Nice to meet you too. So, have you ever worked on a cultural project before?
Yes, I have. In fact, I once worked on a project for a local museum.
Oh, that's great. We are currently working on improving the user experience of our cultural event website.
That sounds interesting. What's the problem that needs to be addressed?
Well, we've received feedback from users that the website is too cluttered and it's difficult to find the information they need.
All right. Have you considered organizing the content with categories to make it more user-friendly?
Yes, we have. We plan to add a filtering system so that users can easily find the events they are interested in.
Sounds like a nice plan. How about the design of the website?
We want to make it look more modern and aesthetically pleasing. Any thoughts on that?
I suggest we incorporate more animations and graphics to make the site visually engaging.
Good idea. We could also use more white space and limit the use of colors to create a cleaner look.
Agreed. What about the site's loading time?
We need to make sure it loads quickly, otherwise users may get frustrated and leave the site. How can we improve this?
We could use image compression and minification of resources to enhance loading speed.
Excellent suggestion. We also need to make sure the site is mobile responsive since most users are accessing it through their phones.
Yes, that's a must. And we can also add features that allow users to easily share events they are interested in with their friends on social media.
Absolutely. That would help promote events and increase engagement with the website. This has been a very productive discussion.
Agreed. I'm excited to see the improvements we can make to the site. Hi B, it's great to meet you. As a data scientist, I've been exploring the use of artificial intelligence in HR.
That sounds exciting. As an AI engineer, I'm always looking for new ways to apply AI.
Definitely. So, what role do you think AI can play in recruitment and employee management?
Well, AI can help identify the best candidates for a job by analyzing resumes and job descriptions. It can also help with employee scheduling and task management.
I completely agree. One issue I see is how to ensure AI doesn't discriminate and remains fair to all candidates.
That's a valid concern. One solution is to make sure the AI algorithms are properly trained and don't use biased data.
Yes, and we can also involve HR professionals in the development and testing of the AI models.
That's a great idea. Another application of AI is an employee performance evaluation. It can analyze data and provide insights into how to improve productivity.
That's true, but we also need to make sure employees feel comfortable with the data being collected and how it's being used.
Absolutely. We need to establish policies and guidelines for data collection and use, as well as ensure data privacy.
Agreed. One thing I'm curious about is how AI can improve employee engagement and job satisfaction.
Well, AI personalization can help employees feel more connected to the company and its mission. We can also use AI to suggest development opportunities for employees based on their interests and skills.
I think that's a great approach. Lastly, how do you see AI impacting the role of HR professionals in the future?
I think AI will actually enhance the role of HR professionals. They can focus more on strategic decision-making and employee development, while AI takes care of more routine tasks.
I couldn't agree more. This conversation has been so enlightening. I'm excited to continue exploring the possibilities of AI in HR.
Me too. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
Have you heard about the new regulations on dolphin and whale conservation?
No, what are they?
It's actually quite interesting. The government is implementing stricter rules on whale and dolphin watching tours to minimize any negative impact on these animals.
That's great news. Dolphins and whales are such intelligent creatures, we need to do what we can to protect them.
Yes, and did you know that whales have been on this planet for over 40 million years?
Wow, that's incredible. How about dolphins?
Dolphins have been around for about 50 million years.
That's amazing. I also read that dolphins have a unique way of communicating with each other using clicks and whistles.
Yes, that's right. And did you know that some species of dolphins can swim up to 60 kilometers per hour?
That's insane. I thought only sharks could swim that fast.
It's true. And speaking of sharks, did you know that whales are actually not afraid of them?
Wait, what? How can that be?
Well, humpback whales have been observed protecting other animals from sharks. They've been known to use their massive size to push them away and even smack them with their tails.
That's incredible. It's amazing how the animal kingdom works together like that.
Yes, and it's our responsibility to make sure we aren't disrupting their natural habitats and behaviors.
Absolutely. So what can we do to help with the conservation efforts?
Well, one easy way is to make sure we're only supporting responsible whale and dolphin watching tours that follow the regulations.
That's a great idea. And I heard that reducing our plastic usage can also have a positive impact on the ocean and its creatures.
Yes, that's very true. Every little bit counts when it comes to protecting our planet and its wildlife. Hi B, so glad you could make it. Let's talk about network security. Are you ready?
Definitely. I am always up for a good security talk. So, what are the biggest risks to our network?
Well, there are many potential risks, but I'd say human error is the biggest one. We need to make sure everyone is trained properly.
Ah, that makes sense. So, what kind of training would you recommend?
We can do simulations and role-playing exercises to test people's reactions to different scenarios. It's a great way to learn.
That sounds like fun. Can I be the hacker in one of the simulations?
Haha, sure. We'll make you the mastermind hacker and see how the team reacts.
Nice, I can't wait. But what about passwords? Are they important?
Passwords are critical. We need to use strong passwords, change them frequently, and never write them down.
Okay, got it. What about mobile devices? Do they pose a threat?
Absolutely. Mobile devices can be easily lost or stolen, so we need to ensure they have strong passwords and encryption.
I see. I'll be more careful with my phone then. So, do we need any additional security measures?
We can implement firewalls, antivirus software, and intrusion detection systems to further enhance our network security.
Wow, you really know your stuff. Thanks for all the great advice, hey.
Good morning, Nurse B. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Dr. A. I'm doing great, thanks. How about you?
I'm good too. So, what brings you here today?
I just need to get my blood pressure checked. It's been a while since my last checkup.
Sure, no problem. We can do that right away. Have you had your coffee yet this morning?
Yes, I have. Is that going to affect my blood pressure reading?
It might, but don't worry. We'll just take note of it and take it into consideration.
Okay, sounds good. And how's your day going so far, doctor?
It's been busy, but nothing I can't handle. You know how it is.
Tell me about it. These early morning appointments can be tough sometimes.
Yeah, especially when you're a night owl like me. But it's all part of the job, right?
Absolutely. So, what fun plans do you have for the weekend?
Well, I was thinking of going hiking on Saturday. How about you?
Oh, that sounds nice. I'm actually going to a friend's barbecue on Saturday. Hopefully the weather holds up.
Sounds like a great time. Don't forget to put on some sunscreen.
Will do, thanks for the reminder. All right, my blood pressure looks good. Thanks, doctor.
You're welcome, nurse. Take care and have a great day. Hey there, are you ready for this shoot?
Absolutely, I'm excited to show off this new swimwear.
That's great. The color looks amazing against the beach's backdrop.
Thanks. Do you have any specific poses in mind?
Well, we can start with some basic beach poses like standing near the water or sitting on the sand.
Sounds perfect, let's get started.
Clicks camera, great shot. You look stunning.
Laughs, thanks, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks so.
Laughs, you definitely have the confidence to pull off any look.
That means a lot coming from an experienced photographer like you.
Thank you. I've been doing this for years, and I have to say, the scenery here never gets old.
I can understand why. The golden sand and calming ocean make for a perfect background.
Exactly, and we'll capture that essence in the photos we take today.
I have no doubt about it. Strikes a pose, how about this one?
Clicks camera, absolutely stunning. Keep that energy going, it's definitely showing in the pictures.
Thank you, I'm having so much fun. Giggles.
That's what I like to hear. Let's keep this going and make some great memories.
Sounds good to me.
Good morning, B. How are you feeling today?
Morning, coach. I'm feeling pretty good, ready to get started.
Excellent. Today's focus is going to be on agility drills. We're going to work on your footwork and speed.
Sounds good to me. Can't wait to improve my skills.
First things first, we need to warm up. Let's jog around the field once.
Got it, coach. Starts jogging.
Great job, B. Now we're going to work on ladder drills. Fast feet are essential for this one.
Starts working on ladder drills. This is intense, but it feels great.
You're doing excellent with this, B. Now let's move on to cone drills.
Starts working on cone drills. This one is more challenging, but I'll master it.
That's the spirit, B. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, coach. I appreciate your encouragement.
All right, we're going to end with some sprints. Give it all you've got, B.
Start sprinting. Phew, that was tough.
You did an amazing job, B. I can see a significant improvement in your agility and speed.
Thank you, coach. Your guidance helped a lot.
That's what I'm here for, B. Let's keep pushing towards excellence. See you in the next training session. Wow, this is some view from up here, isn't it?
Absolutely breathtaking. I can't believe we made it to the top.
You're not kidding. It was quite the climb. You're quite the adventurer, B.
Well, I do like to see the world and experience new things. And you're quite the expert climber, eh?
I've had my fair share of climbs, that's for sure. But this one was definitely a challenge.
I can imagine. So, what brought you to climbing in the first place?
I've just always loved the sensation of being up high, and the feeling of accomplishment that comes with a successful climb.
That's really cool. And what about you, B? What's been your favorite adventure so far?
Well, there have been so many, but I'd have to say my favorite was trekking through the Amazon rainforest.
Oh, wow. That sounds incredible.
It was. The colors and wildlife were beyond anything I could have imagined.
I'm envious. I'm sure we'll have many more amazing experiences like that one in the future.
Definitely. And speaking of the future, where to next?
Maybe New Zealand? The scenery there is supposed to be breathtaking.
Sounds perfect. I have a feeling we're going to have many more thrilling adventures together. Hi B, glad you could make it to the meeting today.
Hi A, thanks for inviting me. I'm excited to hear about the upcoming shows.
Yes, so we have a few different options for the next performance. We could do a solo show or collaborate with another artist.
Personally, I would love to collaborate with someone. It would add a new dynamic to the performance.
Great idea. What type of artist do you have in mind?
Someone who is into experimental music like me, maybe a DJ or a percussionist.
I think we can definitely make that happen. Any venue preferences?
How about a smaller, intimate venue? That way, we can really connect with the audience.
Good call. And what about costumes or stage props?
I was thinking something flashy, like neon lights or glittery outfits.
That sounds like a lot of fun. We'll definitely have to brainstorm some ideas for that.
I'm excited to see what we can come up with. When do you think we can start rehearsing?
I'll check with the venue and see what dates are available. How about we aim to start rehearsing in 2 weeks?
Works for me. Thanks for putting this all together, A. This is going to be a great show.
Hey there B, what's your take on cloud service security?
It's a tricky topic, A. But I believe it all starts with the fundamentals, like strong passwords and two-factor authentication.
Right, but even with those measures, there are still potential threats out there.
Absolutely. In addition to that, we need to keep our systems up to date with the most recent security patches and have a robust firewall in place.
Makes sense. So, what do we do when we encounter a threat that manages to breach our security?
We need to have an action plan and response strategies in place. We should train and educate our teams on identifying and handling any potential security breaches.
Got it. Have you considered using any particular software or tools to strengthen the security of our systems?
Yes, we are planning to implement artificial intelligence to detect and predict potential risks to our systems.
That sounds fascinating. How exactly will that work?
We will train the AI to observe and learn from the behavior of our system and provide alerts when it detects any unusual behavior or potential threat.
What about the stability of our cloud services? Can we ensure that they are always available to our clients?
Definitely. We monitor our system 24/7, and we have backup servers and systems in place so that in the unlikely event of a failure, we can maintain the availability of our services.
Great. What about the physical security of our data centers? How do we ensure that they are well protected?
Our data centers are kept under high surveillance, and we have biometric authentication systems in place to ensure that only authorized personnel can access them.
Wow, I feel like we're turning into James Bond. Do you ever feel like we're fighting off villains in a movie?
Laughs, sometimes it does feel like that, but that's what makes it exciting. The good news is, our clients can rely on us to protect their data, and that's what we're here for.
You're right, it's our responsibility to ensure the safety and security of our clients' data. Thanks for the great conversation, B. Let's keep up the good work and keep our cloud services secure.
Absolutely, A.
Hey B, have you heard about ISO 27001 for cloud computing?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's all about data security in the cloud, right?
That's right. It's a certification for organizations that have implemented a comprehensive data security management system in their cloud services.
So, why is it important for companies to have this certification?
It's important because it proves to their clients that they take data security seriously, especially with all the recent data breaches that have been happening.
Yeah, I can see why that would be important. But isn't it expensive to get certified?
It can be, but the benefits outweigh the costs in the long run. Plus, it's a good investment for the company's reputation and customer trust.
I see. What are some of the requirements for ISO 27001 certification?
There are a lot of requirements, but some of the main ones include risk assessment and management, access control, and regular security audits.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work.
It definitely is, but it's worth it for the security of your client's data.
True. Do you think our company should consider getting certified?
Absolutely. It would show our clients that we are taking their data security seriously and give us a competitive edge in the market.
Okay, I'll bring it up to our boss and see what he thinks. Thanks for the info, A.
No problem, B. Always happy to educate on data security. Good morning, everyone. How are we all feeling today?
We're feeling great, Captain A. Ready for takeoff.
Excellent, glad to hear it. Looks like the weather is clear for our flight today.
That's good news, Captain. We should have a smooth ride then.
I hope so. Any updates on our passengers?
Everyone is in their seats and ready to go. Just waiting for the go-ahead from you.
Perfect, let's get going then. Are the engines fully operational?
Yes, Captain. All checked and good to go.
All right then, let's start our engines and prepare for takeoff.
Will do, Captain. Giving the signal to the control tower now.
Cabin crew, please ensure that all passengers are seated and their bags are properly stowed.
We've received confirmation from the tower, Captain. We are clear for takeoff.
Great, let's do this. Here we go.
Woohoo! We're off the ground. Up and away, Captain A.
Haha, yes we are. Buckle up everyone, we've got a great flight ahead of us.
Thank you, Captain A. It's always a pleasure to work with you.
You're welcome, everyone. Let's make this a safe and enjoyable flight for our passengers. Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to make some candies today.
That's awesome. What kind of candies are you making?
Today, I'm making some chocolate-covered peanuts and gummy bears.
Yum, those sound delicious. I'll make sure to inspect them thoroughly.
Great. I always appreciate your keen eye for detail.
Of course. It's important to make sure all of our products are perfect.
Speaking of perfection, have you ever made a mistake while inspecting candies?
Yes, I have to admit that I accidentally ate a few while inspecting them.
Haha, that's okay. Sometimes the candies are just too tempting.
Indeed. But I always make sure to note down any issues and address them promptly.
That's why you're such a great quality control officer.
Thank you. It's all about making sure our customers get the best products.
Absolutely. And it's also about having fun while making candy.
Yes, that's true. Making candy is a sweet job, no pun intended.
It definitely is. I love seeing the expressions on people's faces when they taste our candies.
Me too. It's a great feeling knowing that we're making people happy.
That's what it's all about. Making people happy one candy at a time.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Hey B, I heard you guys just got ISO 27001 certified. Congrats.
Yeah, we finally have better control over our information security.
That's awesome. So, what's new in access control with ISO 27001?
Well, we can now restrict access to information based on roles, departments, even individuals.
Sounds like people won't be sharing passwords as much.
Bingo! It's always been a pet peeve of IT departments.
Haha, I can imagine. No more sticky notes with passwords, eh?
Exactly. And if a new employee joins, we have a smooth process to give them just the right level of access.
Oh wow, that's great. No more waiting around for access privileges.
Yep, and we can promptly revoke access when an employee leaves or changes roles.
So people can't access what they don't need, very Sherlock.
Haha, it's like we're the data security Avengers saving the world from access abuse.
Nice one. I guess it's safe to say that your new access control system is like a guard dog for your company's data.
And like a human best friend, it's always looking out for the safety of our information.
Wonderful. This is really exciting. Access control doesn't sound boring anymore.
Far from it. It's the backbone of information security, and we're just happy we're on top of it.
Welcome to Hawaii, a beautiful place full of natural adventures and scenic places to explore. My name is A, and I'll be your guide for the day. Are you excited to begin your tour?
Yes, I'm so thrilled.
Great. Our first stop is Diamond Head, a famous landmark here in Hawaii. It's a bit of a hike up, but the view at the top is well worth it.
I've heard it's a pretty steep climb, but I'm up for the challenge.
Absolutely. We'll take our time as we ascend and stop to admire the stunning views of the city below. Be sure to wear comfortable shoes and bring water to stay hydrated.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for the tips.
After we take in the sights at Diamond Head, we'll head over to the Hanauma Bay Nature Preserve for some snorkeling. It's a protected marine life conservation area that offers a unique and memorable underwater experience.
I can't wait to see all the colorful fish and coral.
Yes, and don't forget to keep an eye out for sea turtles, they're known to frequent the area. Before we jump in, I'll give you a few pointers on how to use the equipment.
Okay, that sounds good.
Our final destination for the day will be the Dole Pineapple Plantation, where you can learn all about Hawaii's pineapple farming history, sample pineapple treats, and take a train ride around the farm.
Pineapple treats? Count me in.
Laughs, yes, they're quite delicious. Alright, let's get started on this adventure. Follow me. Hey B, have you heard about ISO 27001 third-party security?
Yeah, I have. It's a way for organizations to ensure that their third-party vendors are handling sensitive data securely.
Exactly. It's about time companies took this seriously.
Definitely. It's not just their own data they have to worry about, but customer data too.
Absolutely. And with data breaches being so common nowadays, it's crucial to have these security measures in place.
Agreed. I just wish more companies would take it seriously, though.
Tell me about it. Some companies still think they can just sweep security under the rug.
Yeah, like it's not important or something. But they'll change their tune once they've had a data breach.
Have you seen the requirements for ISO 27001 third-party security?
Yeah, they're pretty comprehensive. But that's a good thing. It means that organizations are taking security seriously.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the technical side of things, but also policies and procedures.
Yeah, it's all about having a comprehensive approach to security. It's not just one thing.
Exactly. It's like a puzzle. You need all the pieces to make it work.
And even then, you still need to keep updating and improving your security measures.
Definitely. It's a never-ending process, but an important one.
For sure. It's better to be proactive than reactive when it comes to security.
Amen to that. Hey, have you tried the new French fries from that fast food joint down the road?
No, I haven't. Are they any good?
They are amazing. They are crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside.
I'm sold. Let's go grab some now.
Sounds like a plan. But how do you like your fries?
I like mine with a little bit of salt and ketchup. How about you?
I love mine with a lot of cheese and bacon bits on top.
Oh wow, that sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Haha, I know. But everything in moderation, right?
Right. So, did you know that French fries actually originated in Belgium and not France?
Really? I had no idea. Do they call it French fries because of the way they are fried?
That's what I heard. But who cares about the name as long as they taste good, right?
Agreed. By the way, have you ever tried dipping your fries in mayonnaise?
I haven't, but I've heard it's a popular thing to do in some countries.
It's definitely worth a try. It's surprisingly delicious.
I'll take your word for it. So, what do you think is the best time to eat fries?
I think any time is a good time to eat fries. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight snack.
Haha, I like your thinking. Fries for every meal, it is.
Well, we better get going before they run out of those new fries. Ready to go?
Let's do it. I can't wait to try them out.
Hey B, what do we need to buy today?
I want some ice cream, Dad.
Sure, let's get some. But don't forget we also need to buy some vegetables.
No veggies, Dad. Can't we just have ice cream for dinner?
Haha, nice try kiddo. We need to stay healthy too.
Fine, can we at least get some cookies then?
Alright, that's a compromise. But just a small pack, okay?
Deal, Dad. Oh, look at that cereal. Can we get it?
That looks sugary. Let's stick to our usual oats.
Okay, but oats are so boring. Can we add some chocolate chips?
Why not? Now that's a good idea. You're a smart kid.
Thanks, Dad. Oh, and can we get some juice too?
Sure, let's grab a bottle. Do you want apple or orange?
I want grape, Dad.
Sorry buddy, they don't have it. How about apple or orange?
Okay. I'll take apple.
Great. Let's go pay and head home to make some healthy snacks with our yummy groceries. Hi, I'm A. I'm excited to learn how to make authentic Spanish chocolate.
Welcome, A. I'm your guide for the day, B. Are you a chocolate lover?
Absolutely. I can't resist a good quality chocolate bar. So, what's on the menu today?
You'll be learning how to make hot chocolate from scratch, as well as creating your own chocolate truffles. We'll start with the history of chocolate in Spain.
Sounds fascinating. Did you know that Spain was one of the first countries to import chocolate from South America?
Yes, that's correct. And the process has evolved significantly since then. Now, let's put on our aprons and get started.
Wow, there's a lot of equipment here. Where do we begin?
We'll start by roasting and grinding the cocoa beans to make the chocolate. It's important to get the right texture and balance of flavors.
This is hard work. I think I need a chocolate break already.
Laughs, I understand, but we have to keep going. The reward will be worth it.
Alright, let's keep going. This is definitely an art form. I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Yes, indeed it is. And now it's time to pour our chocolate into molds for the truffles.
These look amazing already. I can't wait to taste them.
Patience is a virtue, eh? We have to let them chill for a bit first.
Laughs, fair enough. Hey, did you know that the word chocolate actually comes from the Aztec word chocolate?
Yes, I did. And it's fascinating to see how chocolate has traveled the world and become a beloved treat for so many people.
Absolutely. And thank you, B, for showing me the ropes. I feel like a true chocolatier now.
My pleasure, eh? Just remember to save some of those truffles for me.
Good morning, how's it going?
It's going well, thanks. How about you?
Can't complain. I'm excited to try out this new flavor combination I thought up yesterday.
Ooh, what's the flavor?
It's a mix of strawberry and coconut with a hint of lime.
That sounds delicious. How are we making it?
We'll need to mix the strawberry and coconut bases and then add in some lime zest.
Got it. Should I start prepping the ingredients now?
Yes, please. And while you're at it, could you also make a batch of our classic chocolate flavor?
Sure thing. How many scoops of each flavor should I make?
Let's do 2 scoops of the new flavor and 3 scoops of chocolate.
Sounds like a plan. What toppings should we recommend for the new flavor?
I think fresh sliced strawberries and toasted coconut flakes would be perfect.
Great idea. We should also snap some Instagram-worthy photos of the new flavor to promote it.
Yes, let's definitely do that. And don't forget to give samples to our regulars when they come in.
Of course. I'm sure they will love it.
This is why I love working with you. You're always so enthusiastic and ready to try new things.
Thank you, boss. It's easy to be enthusiastic when we're making delicious treats like this.
Agreed. Now, let's get to work and make some mouth-watering ice cream. Hi there, how are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, actually.
I see. Well, let's take a look at you and see what we can do to help you feel better.
All right. I hope it's nothing serious.
Not to worry. Just a routine checkup to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
That sounds good to me.
So, how have you been sleeping lately?
Actually, I've been having trouble falling asleep.
That's not uncommon. Have you tried any remedies?
Yes, I've tried drinking chamomile tea, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Well, let's look into some other options. Maybe some light exercise before bed or a warm bath could help.
Okay, that sounds doable.
And how about your diet? Have you been eating well?
I've been trying to eat healthier, but I do slip up sometimes.
It happens to the best of us. Just make sure to keep a balance.
Will do. Thanks for your help, Doc.
Of course, happy to help. And remember, always take care of yourself, no matter what. Good morning, B. How was your weekend?
It was great, eh? I went hiking in the Swiss mountains.
That sounds amazing. Speaking of Swiss, we need to come up with a new menu for our high-end restaurant.
I've got a few ideas already. How about we start with a classic fondue or raclette? Then move on to some grilled Swiss cheese sandwiches?
Those both sound delicious. To add some local flair, we could also include rosti, which is a traditional Swiss potato dish.
Great idea, eh? And for the main course, I was thinking we could do a roasted Swiss salmon with a side of alpine herb salad.
Yum, that will definitely impress our customers. And for dessert, we could do a chocolate fondue with fresh fruit and marshmallows.
I love it. We can also do a classic Swiss cookie called Basler Lackerli, which is made with honey and spices.
Yes, and we can also showcase some of Switzerland's famous chocolates, like Lindt or Toblerone.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to getting started on this menu with you, eh?
Same here, B. Let's not forget to pair these dishes with some of Switzerland's best wines and beers.
I couldn't agree more. Our customers will definitely be in for a treat.
Welcome to our Japanese cuisine restaurant. Are you excited to try some authentic sushi and rice balls?
Of course. I've never actually made sushi before, but I'm a pro at making rice balls.
That's great to hear. Don't worry, making sushi is easy, it just takes a bit of practice.
I'm up for the challenge. What's your secret to making the perfect rice for sushi?
The key is to use the right ratio of vinegar and sugar in the rice seasoning. And of course, you have to make sure the rice is cooked just right.
Interesting. For rice balls, I like to add a little bit of salt and fill them with salmon or tuna.
Those sound delicious. We actually have a few different types of sushi rolls that include salmon and tuna. Would you like to try them?
Absolutely. And maybe you can show me how to make sushi too while we're at it.
Sure thing. We can start with a classic California roll and work our way up to more complex rolls.
That sounds perfect. And after we have some fun making and eating sushi, we can finish with some tasty rice balls.
Sounds like a great plan. Let's get started on our culinary adventure.
Yes, let's make some mouth-watering sushi and rice balls that everyone will love.
Hi B, have you heard of the recent DDoS attack that happened yesterday?
Yes, I did. It's crazy how these attacks are becoming more frequent.
I know, right? We need to come up with a plan on how to handle DDoS attacks.
That's right. One approach we can take is to identify and block the source of the attack.
That sounds good. Do you have any ideas on how we can do that more efficiently?
Well, we can use automated tools for blocking or filtering traffic that meets certain criteria. We can also use firewalls and intrusion prevention systems.
Interesting. But how do we ensure that we don't block legitimate traffic in the process?
We can configure our filters and rules to allow traffic from known, trusted sources. It's also important to monitor traffic and make adjustments as needed.
Makes sense. But what about the sleepless nights we have to spend while resolving the attack?
Haha, well, that's just part of the job. But we can make things easier by having a well-documented incident response plan and regularly training our team on how to handle DDoS attacks.
You're right. A good plan and reliable tools can make all the difference.
Absolutely. And on that note, I think we should schedule a training session soon.
Great idea. Let's plan for it next week.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for the fruitful chat.
Anytime, B. It's always cool discussing security protocols with you. See you around. Hi there. Have you ever been to the coast before?
Yes, I have. Why do you ask?
I was just thinking about coastal conservation and management. It's such an important topic, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's crucial to protect our coastlines from erosion and other hazards.
Absolutely. And with climate change becoming such a pressing issue, it's more important than ever to ensure that our coasts are properly managed.
That's true. But it's not just about protecting the environment, we also need to consider the impact on local communities and economies.
That's a good point. I think it's all about finding a balance between preservation and development.
Exactly. And the solutions will vary depending on the specific circumstances of each coastline.
Agreed. Some coasts might require more traditional engineering solutions, while others might benefit from natural approaches like dune restoration.
Definitely. And it's not just about managing the land, we also need to consider the impact of tourism and other activities on the coastline.
Yes, that's so important. We want to promote sustainable tourism that doesn't harm the environment or the local community.
For sure. And we also need to raise awareness about the importance of coastal conservation among the general public.
Absolutely. It's all about education and encouraging people to get involved in protecting our coasts.
I couldn't agree more. We all have a role to play in preserving these precious natural resources.
Well said. It's great to see people like us having these important discussions about our environment.
Yes, let's keep the conversation going and continue to find ways to protect our coastlines for generations to come.
Good evening. What can I prepare for you today, sir?
Good evening. Our specials for today include grilled salmon and herb-roasted chicken.
Great choices. Which one appeals to you the most?
I think I'll go for the herb-roasted chicken tonight.
Excellent. And would you like any sides or sauces to go with that?
How about some roasted vegetables and a side of garlic aioli?
Absolutely. Would you like a glass of wine to go with that as well?
Yes, please. What do you recommend?
Our sommelier suggests a nice Pinot Noir to pair with the chicken.
Sounds perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll get started on that right away.
Thank you. By the way, the aroma in the kitchen is amazing. What are you cooking?
Today, we are prepping for our fall menu. We're making a wild mushroom risotto and a pumpkin soup.
That sounds delicious.
It's one of my favorite seasons to cook for. Do you have a favorite season?
I love the summer. The fresh fruits and veggies are unbeatable.
I agree. What's your favorite summer dish?
I love a good caprese salad with fresh mozzarella and heirloom tomatoes.
That sounds refreshing. I'll have to try that sometime.
Absolutely. And if you ever need any help in the kitchen, I'd be happy to assist.
Thank you, I'll keep that in mind. Your chicken will be ready shortly. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Hey sweetie, how about we go have some fun at the amusement park today?
Yay, I love amusement parks. Can we go on the Ferris wheel?
Of course, we can go on all the rides you want.
Awesome. Can we also grab some cotton candy and popcorn?
Definitely, we'll have a whole day of fun and treats.
Dad, I want to try the roller coaster too.
Okay, but I warn you, it might be a little scary.
Don't worry, I'm brave like a superhero.
Alright, let's go feel the wind in our hair.
That was so much fun. Can we go on it again?
How about we take a break and have some ice cream first?
Sounds great. Do they have chocolate flavor?
Yes, they do. I bet it will be your new favorite.
Yum, I can't wait. Thanks for bringing me here, Dad. You're the best.
Anything for my little princess. Are you ready to go on the merry-go-round now?
Yes, I just can't get enough of this place.
Hey B, how's it going? Have you been to any cool places lately?
Hey, I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Actually, I just got back from a trip to Thailand. It was amazing.
No way, that sounds awesome. Speaking of travel, have you heard about the new project we're working on? We're designing a user-friendly travel booking website.
That sounds interesting. As the UX designer, I'm excited to make it easy for users to navigate and find what they're looking for. How about you as the front-end engineer?
Well, my goal is to make sure the website runs smoothly and looks great, so that users want to keep using it. We need to collaborate closely to create a seamless experience for our users.
Absolutely. I was thinking of implementing a simple and intuitive design, and maybe using some interactive elements to make it more engaging. What do you think?
That sounds like a great plan. I was also thinking of using some animations and hover effects to add some flair to the website. What do you think about that?
I love it. We could also make use of color psychology to make the website feel more welcoming and calming for users. Research shows that certain colors can make people feel more relaxed or excited, depending on the context.
That's a great idea. Maybe we could use a combination of warm and cool colors to create a balanced and inviting atmosphere. And we could also make sure that the website works well on mobile devices, since a lot of people book their trips on their phones these days.
Yes, that's definitely important. Another thing we could do is include some user reviews and ratings to help users make informed decisions about their travel plans. And we could make it easy to share information with friends and family on social media.
I like the idea of social sharing, and also of displaying relevant products and services based on the user's search history. Maybe we could customize the website to each user's preferences to make the experience more personal and enjoyable.
That's a great idea, eh? I'm really excited about this project, and I think we can make something really special with our combined skills and creativity.
Me too, B. Let's get to work and see what we can come up with. I feel like we're going to create something amazing together. Hey there, can I help you with something?
Hi. I'm a market researcher and I'm here to gather some insights on product placement strategies. Would you mind if we chat for a bit?
Sure thing. Ask away.
Great, thanks. I'm curious, what factors do you consider when deciding how to place products on the shelves?
Well, we take into account the product's popularity, customer demand, and seasonality. We also like to create eye-catching displays to grab shoppers' attention.
Makes sense. Have you ever experimented with cross-merchandising products from different categories?
Absolutely. We found that sometimes pairing a snack with a drink or a condiment with a main dish can help increase sales for both products.
Interesting. And what about limited edition or seasonal items? Do you promote them differently?
Yes, we usually give them special placement on the shelves and promote them with signs and flyers. People like to feel like they're getting something exclusive or unique.
That's a good idea. And do you ever change the layout of the shelves to keep things fresh and exciting?
Definitely. We like to mix things up every once in a while and move products around to keep the displays looking new and interesting.
Sounds like you guys really know what you're doing. Thanks for sharing your insights with me.
No problem. It was nice chatting with you. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. Hey B, have you heard about the nurse who can sing while taking care of patients?
No, really? That's amazing. I'm sure the patients must love it.
Yes, she's a talented nurse. She sings really well, and she always brings a smile on the patients' faces.
That's so cool. I wish I had a chance to be taken care of by her.
Hey, we both can sing too. Maybe we should form a band and perform for the patients.
Haha, I'm not sure about that, but I'll definitely do my best to make them feel better.
That's what matters most. So, how's your breakfast? Does it taste good?
Actually, it's quite bland. But it's better than not having anything to eat.
I know what you mean. Hospital food is not always the best, but it's important to eat and regain your health.
True, I can't wait to be discharged and have a proper meal outside.
Yeah, and I can't wait to go home and rest after a long shift. But first, let's do our best to make their day a little bit brighter.
Agreed. Let's bring some joy to this hospital.
Good morning, B. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, Coach A. I'm feeling great and ready to train.
That's great to hear. Today, we're going to work on your speed and agility drills.
Sounds exciting. I'm always up for a challenge.
Alright, let's start with some ladder drills to get your feet moving.
Laughing, I always feel like I'm playing a game of Twister with these drills.
Laughs, it's all about coordination. Let's keep it up.
Panting, phew, that was intense. What's next?
Let's move on to some cone drills to work on your change of direction.
Smiling, I always feel like I'm in an action movie when I'm doing these drills.
Joins in the laughter, yes, we'll make sure to get you an action hero role someday.
Smiling, deal.
Okay, last drill for today is some box jumps to work on your explosiveness.
Takes a deep breath, here goes nothing.
Cheering, great job, B. That was an excellent workout.
Smiling, thanks, Coach A. Can't wait to see what's in store for next time.
Hi there, I'm so glad we're finally able to have this meeting to discuss financial data protection in our institution.
Yes, me too. As a cybersecurity specialist, I always appreciate the opportunity to share knowledge and collaborate on ways to protect sensitive information.
Absolutely. We have been taking measures like encryption and access control, but I'm interested to hear about any extra measures we can take.
Well, let's start with user awareness. We can train our employees on how to identify suspicious activity and avoid scams and phishing attempts.
Good point. Speaking of phishing attempts, have you seen those emails claiming to be from a Nigerian prince lately? I get a good laugh out of those.
Ha! Yes, they may be humorous, but it's important to remember that not all attempts are obvious. Some may appear very legitimate and require vigilance.
Definitely. Another topic I wanted to bring up is biometric authentication. Have you had any experience implementing it?
Yes, we've had great success with facial recognition and fingerprint scanning. They add an extra layer of security without sacrificing user experience.
That's great to hear. And what about firewall protection and intrusion detection systems? Are those still relevant?
Absolutely. They still play a crucial role in preventing unauthorized access and data breaches.
Well, it seems like we have a lot of options to consider in protecting our financial data. Thanks for sharing your expertise with me, B.
Of course, happy to help. And hey, if you ever need assistance decoding any phishing emails, I'm your guy.
Laughs, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again.
Yes, we are. Wow, that sounds exciting. That's awesome. Oh, we hope to see some. That sounds like a perfect ending to our tour. No, we're good. Let's go.
Hey there, have you heard about the new trend in energy development?
No, what is it?
It's all about harnessing the power of the ocean to create green energy.
Really? That sounds fascinating. How exactly does it work?
Well, there are a few different methods, but one common approach is to use turbines to capture energy from ocean currents.
Ah, I see. But wouldn't that disrupt ocean ecosystems?
Actually, it doesn't have to. Researchers are studying ways to design turbines that won't harm marine life, and there are also options like wave energy converters.
That's really cool. So, what are some potential benefits of ocean energy?
Well, it's renewable, efficient, and it produces little to no carbon emissions. Plus, it could create new job opportunities.
I hadn't thought about the job aspect. And I imagine it's especially important for coastal communities.
Exactly. But of course, there are still some challenges that need to be addressed before ocean energy can become a major player in the energy sector.
What are some of those challenges?
One big one is cost. Right now, ocean energy is still more expensive than traditional energy sources. And, as we mentioned earlier, we need to ensure that it can be developed sustainably.
That makes sense. But it's exciting to see the potential for innovation in this field.
Definitely. Especially as we seek solutions to combat climate change.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for telling me all about this. I feel like I learned a lot.
No problem. It's always fun to geek out about new developments in the energy sector. Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
Good morning, A. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing well. Let's get started on discussing our work plan for the upcoming project. Do you have any ideas on how we should approach this?
Yes, I was thinking that we should divide the workload equally among the team members so that everyone feels included and motivated to work towards the completion of the project.
That's a great idea. And what about the timeline? How long do you think it will take for us to finish this project?
Based on our past experiences, I would say it will take us roughly 3 months to complete the project. But we should also factor in unexpected delays that might arise.
I agree. We need to be prepared for any surprises that might come up along the way. Let's also make sure we communicate regularly with our team members to ensure everyone is on the same page.
Absolutely. Communication is key to staying on track and avoiding any misunderstandings. Speaking of communication, have you checked out the new messaging app that we can use for work?
No, I haven't. Tell me more about it.
It's called Slack. It's a great way to share files, messages, and updates with team members, and it's really easy to use.
That sounds interesting. I'll have to check it out. Thanks for suggesting it.
No problem. I'm always looking for ways to make our work easier and more efficient.
That's the kind of attitude I like to see. Keep up the great work, B, and let's work together to make this project a success.
Will do, A. Thanks for your support and guidance.
Good morning. Are you here for the eco tour?
Yes, I am. I'm excited to explore the rainforest.
That's great. I'm your guide for today. So, have you been to a rainforest before?
No, it's my first time. I'm looking forward to seeing all the different plants and animals.
You're going to love it. The rainforest is full of surprises. Just remember to stay on the designated trails for your own safety.
Okay, got it. Are there any animals that we might see along the way?
Definitely. The rainforest is home to many different animals, such as possums, wallabies, and tree kangaroos. We might even see some colorful birds like lorikeets.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Is there anything else I should know before we head out?
Yes, we'll be walking for about 2 hours, so make sure you wear comfortable shoes and bring water. Also, please don't touch or disturb any of the plants or animals we see.
Understood. Thanks for the tips. I can't wait to start our adventure.
Great. Let's get started. Oh, and don't forget to keep an eye out for leeches.
Leeches? Oh boy, that's going to be interesting.
Don't worry too much. We'll give you some tips on how to avoid them. It's all part of the adventure.
Haha, okay then. Let's do this.
All right, let's go explore the rainforest. Good morning, sir. How may I assist you today?
Hi there. I'm looking for a gift for my wife's birthday next week.
That's great. What does she like? Any specific hobby or interest?
Well, she loves gardening and cooking. I was thinking maybe something related to that.
Excellent. We have a lot of options here. Have you considered getting her a cooking book or a set of gardening tools?
Those sound like good ideas. Do you have any recommendations?
Sure, let me show you some of our bestsellers. We have this beautiful cookbook written by a famous chef, and these gardening gloves made of durable material.
Wow, those look great. Do you have any promotions going on right now?
Actually, yes. If you buy both items, you'll get a 20% discount. Plus, we can wrap it up nicely for you with a personalized note.
Sold. That sounds perfect, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, that's all for now. Thanks again for your help.
No problem, have a wonderful day and enjoy the gift-giving moment. Hello there, how can I help you today?
Hi. I have a legal situation that I need some advice on.
Sure thing, let's hear it.
Well, my neighbor's dog keeps coming onto my property and destroying my garden.
I see. Have you spoken to your neighbor about this issue?
Yes, a few times actually. But he doesn't seem to care.
All right, in that case, we can send a legal notice requesting that he take action to prevent his dog from entering your property.
That sounds great. How long do you think this will take?
It usually takes around a week to prepare and send out the notice. After that, it's up to your neighbor to comply with the notice.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. By the way, do you have any pets of your own?
I do actually, I have 2 cats. How about you?
I have a dog as well, but fortunately she's very well behaved.
That's great to hear. Pets can bring a lot of joy into our lives.
Absolutely. I just wish my neighbor's dog would stop trampling over my flowers.
Hopefully, this legal notice will help resolve the issue. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Not at the moment, thank you for your help.
You're welcome. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Have a great day. Hi there. What beautiful weather we're having today at Chattachak Market, isn't it?
Yes, it's perfect for selling refreshing fruit juices. How about you? How's business going?
Not bad actually. Today seems to be a great day for selling sweet pastries, especially with customers looking for something to pair with their drinks.
That's amazing. I also love to pair some of your pastries with my juices. Which ones do you recommend?
Personally, I think our blueberry cheesecake would be a great match with your signature apple and lemon juice.
That sounds like a delicious combination. Can I try it out?
Absolutely, I'll get you one right away. By the way, how do you come up with your unique juice blends?
Oh, it's a secret recipe. But I'll tell you what, if you promise to keep it between us, I'll share a small secret. I inherited it from my grandmother.
Wow, that's such a great story. Do you mind if I add it to our menu along with the cheesecake, so I can sell it as a combo?
Not at all. I'm excited to collaborate with you. But let's make sure to have a taste test first.
Deal. So, what do you usually do after work?
I'm a big foodie, so I usually explore new restaurants to try different types of dishes. How about you?
I love hiking and exploring nature after being in the kitchen all day. But sometimes, I let loose and dance to some upbeat music.
That's awesome. It's always great to have a passion outside of work. Speaking of which, we should start planning our next collaboration.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. Can't wait to see what we come up with next time.
For sure, let's keep creating magic together. Cheers to a successful day today.
Good afternoon. You seem like you care deeply about the environment.
Yes, protecting our planet is crucial to our survival. It starts with us looking after the land we live on.
As a farmer, I try my best to do my part. I use natural pest control and crop rotation to keep my soil healthy.
That's fantastic. It's important to keep the soil healthy because it supports the entire ecosystem around it. Do you also use organic fertilizers?
Yes, I use compost and manure to fertilize my crops. It's a more sustainable option than chemical fertilizers, and it's better for the environment.
Agreed. Another way to protect the environment is to reduce waste. Do you use any eco-friendly packaging for your produce?
I haven't really thought about that. What do you suggest?
There are many options, such as biodegradable packaging made from cornstarch or reusable containers. It's a small change, but it can make a big difference.
Wow, I never thought about how my packaging choices could impact the environment. Thanks for bringing it to my attention.
No problem. It's all about being mindful of our actions and how they affect the world around us.
Absolutely. I think it's important for all of us to do our part in protecting the environment.
That's right. We only have one planet, so let's take good care of it for ourselves and for future generations.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you for this enlightening conversation.
Thank you too. It was nice to meet someone who shares my values about the environment.
Good morning. Welcome to the rainforest. My name is Sarah, and I'll be your tour guide for today's eco tour.
Good morning, Sarah. I'm excited to explore the rainforest. What kind of activities do we have planned?
Well, we'll be trekking through the forest on a nature walk, spotting exotic flora and fauna, and stopping at a natural swimming hole for a refreshing swim.
That sounds great. What kind of wildlife can we expect to see?
We have a chance to spot tree kangaroos, wallabies, and a variety of bird species such as the noisy pitta and laughing kookaburra.
Wow, I've never heard of a tree kangaroo before. Are they common in this area?
They're quite rare, actually. But we're lucky to be in one of the few places in the world where they can be found.
That's amazing. What's the best way to spot them?
We'll keep an eye out for their droppings and scratches on the trees. If we're lucky, we might even get a glimpse of one high up in the canopy.
I'll definitely keep an eye out for them. Are there any dangers we should be aware of?
There are some venomous snakes and spiders, but they're not usually aggressive towards humans. Just remember to stay on the designated paths and not touch any wildlife.
Got it. I'm looking forward to the swim at the end of the tour. Is the water cold?
The water is refreshing, but not too cold. It's the perfect way to cool off after a long walk in the rainforest.
Sounds like a great way to end the tour. Thank you for being our guide, Sarah.
It's my pleasure. Let's head off and see what kind of wildlife we can discover today. Hey, have you heard about ISO 27001 incident response?
Nope. What's that?
It's a standard for information security management. Specifically, it's about how to respond to incidents in case they happen.
Oh, that sounds boring.
Actually, it's not. It's pretty interesting.
Really? How so?
Well, it's like preparing for a zombie invasion. You don't want to wait until they're already at your door, right?
Haha, I see your point. So, how do we become prepared?
First, we need to identify our risks and create a response plan.
That sounds like a good idea. I don't want to be caught off guard.
Definitely not. Remember, the early bird gets the worm.
Okay. So what do we do after we've identified our risks?
We establish an incident response team and train them on how to respond.
Oh, I see. So like a security guard?
Yes, kind of like that. The team should be the first line of defense in case of any security issues.
Got it. And then what happens?
We test the plan to make sure it works properly. Like a fire drill, but for security.
Ooh, that sounds cool. Can we have an actual drill too? With loud alarms and everything?
Haha, I don't know about the alarms, but sure. It's important to make sure everyone knows what to do in case of an emergency.
Absolutely. So, what happens if we do have an incident?
That's when the response plan kicks into gear. The team follows the plan and we start the investigation process.
Investigation? Like Sherlock Holmes?
Haha, not exactly. But we do need to find out what happened, who's responsible, and how to prevent it from happening again in the future.
Okay, I think I got it. But wait, what if it's a major incident? Like a data breach?
Well, then we need to escalate it to higher management and involve external agencies if necessary.
Wow, that's a lot of work. But I guess it's better than the alternative, right?
Absolutely. Prevention is key when it comes to information security. So, are you ready to become an incident response expert now?
Haha, maybe not an expert, but I'm definitely more interested now.
Hi, I'm A, and this is my husband B. We are interested in viewing this property.
Sure thing, nice to meet you both. This 4-bedroom house is perfect for families like yours.
It looks great from the outside. How about inside?
Let me show you around. The living room is spacious and full of natural light. And the kitchen is modern with all the appliances you need. Your kids will love the backyard with a swing set, a trampoline, and space to play. And for the parents, the master bedroom has an en-suite bathroom with a jacuzzi. Oh, and let me tell you about the location. You're in a quiet neighborhood but still close to shops, restaurants, and schools.
That's great. We're looking for a peaceful spot but still want easy access to amenities.
Perfect, then this is the place for you. And what's even better is that the neighbors are friendly and welcoming. I heard there's even a community picnic every summer. You'll also have a garage with 2 parking spaces, which is quite useful when it snows. The price is reasonable too, and we can even negotiate it further if you're interested.
Thanks for the tour, B. We love this place and would like to discuss it further.
Great, let me know if you have any questions. You can reach me anytime.
Good morning, B. How's it going?
Good morning, A. Pretty busy, but I'm hanging in there. How about you?
Not too bad, thanks. I was hoping we could talk about some business strategy today.
Sure, sounds good. What's on your mind?
Well, I've been thinking about ways to grow our client base. I was thinking maybe we should invest more in social media marketing.
That's a great idea. We could also consider hosting webinars or offering free consultations to attract new customers.
Yes, those are great suggestions. I was also thinking about partnering with other companies to offer joint promotions.
That could definitely help us reach more potential clients. By the way, have you tried the new coffee place down the street?
No, I haven't. Is it any good?
It's amazing. I've been there every morning this week. You should definitely try it.
Thanks for the recommendation. I can't function without my coffee in the morning.
Haha, me neither. So, did you make any progress on the Johnson account?
Yes, actually. We just landed a big deal with them yesterday. It's going to be a game changer for our company.
That's fantastic news. Congratulations.
Thanks, B. It's been a long time coming, but all our hard work paid off.
Well, you deserve it. You've been leading our team with such dedication and drive.
Thank you, B. That means a lot coming from you.
No problem. We're all in this together, after all.
Exactly. And speaking of being in this together, I think it's time for us to celebrate our success with lunch. How about we try that new sushi restaurant everyone's been raving about?
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Hey, have you read the new company policies and regulations yet?
Yeah, I did. What do you think about them?
Personally, I find them pretty straightforward and easy to understand.
Agreed, but there are a few policies that seem a bit too strict to me.
Like which ones?
The dress code policy, for one. It's like we're working at a fashion magazine or something.
Haha, I guess the company wants us to put our best foot forward.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to be creative with your outfit when you have to wear a suit every day.
I see your point. What about the attendance policy though? I think that one is pretty important.
Definitely. Being punctual and reliable is essential to success in any business.
Oh, and did you notice the new policy about social media usage during work hours?
Yes, I did. It's about time they addressed that issue. Some people were spending way too much time on their phones.
Right? It's easy to get distracted by all the notifications and messages.
But let's be honest, everyone needs a little break from work every now and then.
True, but we have to be responsible and not let it affect our productivity.
Agreed. Oh, speaking of which, do you know if there's a new policy on taking breaks?
I think the break policy is pretty much the same as before. You get 2 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch break.
Okay, thanks for clarifying that.
No problem. Any other policies you want to discuss?
Not really, I think we covered most of them.
All right then, let's get back to work and start implementing these new policies.
Sounds like a plan.
Hey, have you ever done any performance tuning on a database before?
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the most important aspects of database design.
I'm trying to optimize my query performance by using indexes. Any tips?
First, make sure that your tables are normalized. Then, create indexes on columns that are frequently used in where or join clauses.
That makes sense. How many indexes are too many?
It really depends on the size of your table, but typically, having too many indexes can actually slow down performance.
Good to know. How do you know if your indexes are actually helping?
Look at the explain plan for your query. It will show you if the query is taking advantage of the indexes.
All right, I'll take a look. What about clustered indexes? When should I use those?
Clustered indexes are unique indexes that dictate the physical order of data in a table. They're most effective on tables that are frequently searched by ranges instead of single values.
Got it. So, what tools do you use for performance tuning?
There are a bunch of tools out there, but my personal favorite is SQL Server Management Studio's Database Tuning Advisor.
Cool, I'll have to check that out. Thanks for all the advice.
No problem, happy to help.
Hello there. Where to?
Hi. Can you show me the best spots for sightseeing in Melbourne?
Of course. The first stop should be Federation Square. It's the heart of the city.
That sounds great. What about the best restaurants in town?
I'd recommend Chinatown. Plenty of amazing Asian restaurants there.
Yum, can't wait to try that out. How about the local art scene?
The National Gallery of Victoria is your spot. It has some amazing collections.
Wow, I'd love to see that. What about nightlife?
The Crown Casino is the go-to place for that. You can also experience the famous Aussie pub culture.
Awesome, sounds like fun. Can you tell me more about Melbourne's history?
Sure, I can take you to the Melbourne Museum. It has an extensive collection of the city's history.
That's perfect, I'd love to learn more. How about shopping?
The Queen Victoria Market will be your ultimate shopping spot. It has everything from souvenirs to fresh food.
Sounds like a great place to grab some souvenirs for friends back home. Can you show me some scenic spots?
The Royal Botanic Gardens and St. Kilda Beach are the places to be. The views are breathtaking.
I can't wait to take some pictures there. By the way, how much longer until we arrive?
Just a few more minutes. We'll be there in no time.
Thanks for being such a great tour guide and driver. I'm having a blast exploring Melbourne with you.
My pleasure. It's always great to show people around my lovely city. Enjoy your trip. Good morning, B. Today we are going to learn a new word, predicament. Have you heard of it before?
Not really, teacher. What does it mean?
Well, a predicament is a difficult and unpleasant situation. For example, imagine you were lost in a forest and it was getting dark. That would be a predicament.
Oh, I see. So, it's kind of like a problem that's hard to solve?
Exactly. Another example of a predicament is when you have to choose between two options, but both of them have negative consequences.
That sounds tough. Can you tell me more about how to use the word in a sentence?
Sure, I can give you a couple of examples. You could say, I'm in a predicament because I lost my wallet and now I can't pay for my meal. Or, the company is in a predicament because they have to cut costs, but they don't want to lay off any employees.
Got it. Thanks for explaining, teacher.
No problem. B. Remember to use the word predicament when you encounter a difficult situation. It will make you sound very smart and sophisticated.
I'll definitely remember that, teacher. Thanks again.
Hi there, I'm a marine biologist. Nice to meet you. Are you a fisherman?
Yes, I am. I love fishing, but I also recognize the importance of protecting our ocean's ecology. What can we do to ensure sustainability?
Great question. We need to limit overfishing, preserve habitats, and reduce pollution. It's a matter of finding a balance between economic development and environmental conservation.
I totally agree. It's not just about conservation, but also about responsible and sustainable management of our fisheries. What kind of fish are best for sustainable fishing?
There are a number of options like tuna, salmon, and tilapia. They're all great sources of protein and can be farmed sustainably. I think we need to promote and invest in aquaculture more.
Yeah, I've seen the rise of fish farming in recent years. It's a promising way to reduce pressure on wild fish populations. Do you think fish farming has more benefits?
Fish farming certainly has a lot of potential for feeding the world's growing population. It's a way of producing fish in a controlled environment, which can reduce the need for antibiotics and hormones. It also creates jobs in coastal and rural communities.
Sounds like a win-win situation. It's good to know that we can promote sustainable fisheries while also helping the local economy. Thank you for enlightening me on this subject.
No problem. I'm always happy to talk about marine ecology and ways to protect it. It takes all of us working together to ensure a healthy and thriving ocean for future generations.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks for your time and knowledge. I appreciate it.
Anytime. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Have a good day. Hi there, I heard you're an automation engineer. Impressive.
That's right, and you're a machine vision engineer, aren't you? I've heard about your expertise in this area.
Yes, I am. I believe we can collaborate to create a fully automated production line for our factory.
That sounds amazing. Utilizing machine vision technology can definitely help us achieve efficiency and accuracy.
Absolutely. We can train the cameras to recognize different products, measure dimensions, and control quality.
And with your expertise in machine learning, we can also use artificial intelligence to predict errors and prevent downtime.
Yes, and we can integrate robotic arms to perform tasks such as sorting, packing, and palletizing.
That's perfect. We can even apply automated guided vehicles to transport materials from one station to another.
With all these components working together, we could achieve a seamless, high-speed, and accurate production line.
And above all, we could reduce manual labor and increase productivity, which would result in greater profitability for the company.
Excellent point. It looks like we have a lot to plan and accomplish. Are you ready to get started?
Absolutely, let's make it happen.
Hello there. Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef. I'm your diving instructor, A. What's your name?
Hey. Nice to meet you, A. I'm B. I'm so excited for this diving experience.
Great to hear that, B. Have you gone diving before?
Nope, this is my first time. But I'm not worried. You're here to guide me, right?
Of course. Safety is our top priority. First things first, let's go over some basics. You know how to breathe through the regulator, right?
Yes, I've practiced it during the training sessions. But the idea of breathing underwater still feels surreal.
Haha, trust me, you'll get used to it in no time. Now let's check your equipment. Is everything fitting you snugly?
Yep, everything seems perfect. But what if I can't equalize the pressure in my ears?
Don't worry, I'll teach you some techniques. Just inform me if you feel any discomfort. Alright, let's jump in.
Wow. Just look at the coral reefs and the fishes. This is breathtaking.
It is, isn't it? Wait till you see the turtles and rays.
This is an amazing experience. I can't wait to tell my friends and family.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's always great to see someone fall in love with the ocean.
Hey, something just brushed against my leg. Is it okay?
Don't worry, they're friendly, harmless fish. Just avoid touching them, and they'll swim away.
Got it. Hey, how deep are we now?
We're around 10 meters deep. But it feels like we're floating in space, right?
Exactly. It's just like being weightless in the atmosphere.
Alright, B, time to head back up. How was the experience for you?
Splendid. I can't thank you enough, A. You made this experience amazing for me.
No worries, B. It's my pleasure to show people the beauty of the ocean. And remember, you can always come back here for another dive.
Definitely. Thanks again, A.
Anytime, B. Have a great day. Good morning, Mr. Investor. It's great to have you here at our Melbourne office.
Good morning, Mr. Developer. I've been eagerly waiting for this meeting.
So, what kind of property investment are you interested in?
I'm looking for investing in commercial real estate projects that have long-term growth potential.
That sounds like a smart move. We've got a couple of great properties that might interest you.
Can you tell me more about them?
We have a state-of-the-art office complex that's under construction and scheduled to be completed in 2 years. It's located in the bustling CBD area.
That sounds promising. What kind of tenants would be interested in that area?
We've already got a few big-name clients lined up, including some top legal and accounting firms.
It sounds like a solid investment. Can you tell me more about the projected returns?
We're projecting a yield of about 8 to 10% annually, which is quite impressive.
I'm definitely interested in hearing more about it. What other projects do you have in mind?
We're also planning to develop a luxury residential apartment complex in the South Bank area, overlooking the stunning Yarra River.
That sounds like a great location. What are your plans for the property development?
We're planning to create a high-end living experience, with state-of-the-art amenities and unbeatable views.
I'm intrigued. What kind of pricing are you thinking of?
We're thinking of starting in the $1.5 million range, with the penthouse suites going for around $4 million.
It sounds like a great opportunity. I'm excited to learn more about your property investment projects.
Thank you, Mr. Investor. We're always happy to help our clients make informed investment decisions.
I'm looking forward to our next meeting. Thank you for your time and expertise.
It was my pleasure. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Hey, have you tried any good coffee shops in Australia lately?
Yeah, I went to this really cool one last week. They had the best latte I've ever had.
Oh, nice. Where was it?
It was in Melbourne. They have a huge coffee culture there.
I've heard that before. What makes their coffee culture so different?
Well, for starters, they take their coffee really seriously. They have this thing called a flat white, which is kind of like a cappuccino but with less foam.
Interesting. Do they have any unique coffee shops with cool vibes?
Absolutely. There's this one place in Sydney that's actually hidden behind a barber shop. It's super trendy and has a really chill atmosphere.
That sounds awesome. Do you have any more recommendations?
Yeah, there's this other spot in Brisbane that has a really rustic feel to it. They use locally sourced beans and have a variety of brewing methods to choose from.
Wow, those all sound great. I'll have to make a trip to Australia just to try them all.
Definitely worth a try. Let me know if you need any more recommendations.
For sure. Thanks a bunch.
No problem, happy to help.
Hi there, B. Another busy day, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. But it's always a pleasure to see our customers enjoying their desserts and coffee. What do you have for today?
Well, we have our famous strawberry shortcake, blueberry cheesecake, and chocolate mousse cake. For coffee, we have our house blend, latte, cappuccino, and mocha.
Sounds delicious. I'll have a slice of blueberry cheesecake and a cappuccino. What about you?
I'll go for the chocolate mousse cake and a mocha, please.
Great. So, have you tried the new coffee beans that we just got?
No, not yet. Tell me more about it.
It's from a small farm in South America. It has a fruity and nutty flavor with a hint of caramel. It's perfect for drip coffee.
That sounds amazing. I'll definitely try it next time.
So, how's business going on your end?
We've been busy with a lot of custom cake orders lately. But it's always exciting to create something new and unique for our customers.
I can imagine. Hey, have you heard about the new dessert trend using unconventional ingredients like bacon and avocado?
Yeah, I've seen some pictures on Instagram. It's an interesting twist on the usual sweet desserts.
I know, right? I'm thinking of experimenting with some new recipes myself.
Let me know if you need any help. I'll be happy to taste test them for you.
Will do. Speaking of taste testing, here's your chocolate mousse cake and mocha. Enjoy.
Thanks. And here's your blueberry cheesecake and cappuccino. Cheers.
This is delicious. The blueberry filling is so tangy and the crust is perfectly crispy.
I know, right? And this chocolate mousse is so rich and creamy.
Definitely one of the best desserts I've ever had. All right, back to work now. Enjoy your cake and coffee, eh?
You too, B. Thanks for making my day sweet and satisfying. Hi, are you also interested in applying machine learning techniques in healthcare?
Yes, I am. I believe that AI can play a significant role in improving medical diagnosis and treatment.
That's great. Do you have any particular aspect of healthcare in mind?
I think we can start with improving the accuracy of medical imaging diagnosis. How about you?
I agree. We can also look into using machine learning to assist clinical decision-making.
Definitely. And with the increasing availability of big data, the potential for AI in healthcare is enormous.
It's also exciting to know that AI can help in personalized medicine by predicting patient outcomes and providing tailored treatments.
Yes, it can assist doctors in making informed decisions and enhance patient outcomes.
That's true. But we also need to be mindful of the ethical considerations when using AI in healthcare.
Absolutely. Data privacy, informed consent, and bias in the algorithm should be taken into account.
Right, let's make sure to keep those in mind. By the way, have you heard about the AI startup that won the X Prize for early cancer detection?
No, tell me more about it.
They developed a machine learning algorithm that can detect 26 types of cancer with 99% accuracy.
Wow, that's impressive. AI has a bright future in transforming healthcare.
Yes, I'm excited to see what other innovations lay ahead. Let's keep exploring and contributing to this field. Hi there. I'm a web designer. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm B, a database engineer. Pleasure to meet you too.
So, we have been thinking about improving our website's search function recently. Do you have any suggestions?
Definitely. Have you considered implementing natural language processing?
That sounds interesting. Can you explain more about it?
It's a technique that helps computers understand human language. We can use it to make our search more intuitive and easier for users to find what they need.
That's a great idea. How can we integrate that into the website?
We can start by analyzing user queries with machine learning algorithms and then tailor the results based on their search intent.
Wow, you are a genius. I'm learning a lot from you.
No need to flatter me, it's just a part of my job. But let's not forget about improving the website's UI too. It'll create a better user experience for our visitors.
Absolutely. We can revamp the layout and make the search bar more prominent. What about adding an autocomplete feature?
Yes, that's another way to make the search process more seamless. Plus, we can also consider implementing filters to narrow down the results.
Perfect. Thanks for your help, B. I'm excited to start working on these improvements.
Anytime, A. It's always a pleasure to collaborate with fellow colleagues. Want to grab some coffee now that we're at Starbucks?
Sounds good to me. Let's go fuel ourselves for this project. Good morning, B. Let's start with your financial report for the last quarter.
Good morning, A. I have everything ready.
This looks great. Your revenue has increased since the last quarter.
Yes, we implemented some changes to our marketing strategy, and it seems to have paid off.
That's fantastic news. Have you also reviewed your expenses?
Absolutely. We've made some cuts in areas where we were overspending, such as office supplies.
Sounds like you're making good progress towards your financial goals.
Yes, we just need to keep pushing forward.
Have you thought about investing some of your profits?
Actually, I've been considering it. Any recommendations?
It depends on your risk tolerance and long-term plans, but we can definitely discuss some options.
Sounds good. On a completely unrelated note, have you ever tried that new restaurant down the street?
Actually, I have. The fried chicken sandwich is amazing.
I've heard great things. Let's go there for lunch one day.
I'm in, just let me know when works for you.
Will do. Thanks for your help, A.
Anytime, B. Have a great day. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome aboard my taxi. Where are you heading today?
Hi there. I'm just going around the city, sightseeing a bit.
Great. Just so you know, there are a few traffic rules here in Chicago that you need to follow.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, for starters, always wear your seatbelt. It's mandatory here.
Sure thing. What else should I know?
Be aware of the speed limit. It's 30 miles per hour in residential areas, 35 miles per hour in urban areas, and 55 miles per hour in highways.
Got it. I'll try to pay attention to that.
And if you see a yellow traffic light, it means you should slow down, and if it's red, you need to come to a full stop.
That makes sense. Anything else?
Yes, it's illegal to talk on a cell phone while driving unless you're using a hands-free device.
I see. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem. Just remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Yes, you're right. Thanks for the helpful tips.
You're welcome. Enjoy your stay here in Chicago and have a safe trip. Hey B, how's it going?
Good, thanks. How about you?
Not bad. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about analyzing user feedback to improve the user experience.
Sure, I'm all ears. What do you have in mind?
Well, I've been doing some research and I think we can use machine learning to categorize and analyze user feedback.
That sounds interesting. How would that work exactly?
We'd use natural language processing to identify common themes and sentiments in user comments and reviews, and then use clustering algorithms to group users with similar feedback.
I see what you mean. That could definitely help us identify common pain points and improve the user experience.
Exactly. And we could also use the data to tailor our marketing efforts and target potential customers more effectively.
Makes sense. We could also use data visualization to help communicate the findings to other teams or stakeholders.
Absolutely. So, what kind of data do you think we should be collecting to feed into this analysis?
Well, we could start with the most common types of user feedback, like feature requests, bug reports, and customer service inquiries.
Good point. And we could also look at user engagement metrics, like time spent on the website or app, and click-through rates.
And don't forget user demographics. Knowing who our users are can help us understand their feedback better.
Definitely. So, what tools do you think we should use to do this analysis?
I'd recommend starting with Python for data processing and analysis, and using tools like NLTK and scikit-learn for natural language processing and machine learning.
Sounds like a good plan. And we could also use Tableau or Power BI for data visualization.
Great, I'm looking forward to working on this project with you. When do you want to get started?
How about next week? I can send you an outline of the project requirements and some sample data to start with.
That works for me. Let's plan to touch base in a couple of days to hammer out the details.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help, B.
No problem, glad to be of assistance. Have a good one, A.
Hey there. I heard you're the architect that's going to help me build my farm?
Yes, that's me. I am thrilled to be part of your journey in building your farm.
Well, I'm not sure where to start. This is my first time doing this, and I want everything to be perfect.
Don't worry. I'm experienced in farm design and planning. Tell me what you have in mind, and we can work from there.
I want a traditional farm with a farmhouse, barn, and silo. But also incorporate modern technology in it.
That's a great idea. For the farmhouse, how many rooms do you need? And what about the barn? How many animals do you want to keep?
I was thinking of a 4-bedroom house, and for the barn, I'm planning to have 10 cows, 20 pigs, and a few chickens.
All right, let's get to work. First, we need to check the land's terrain and soil quality to determine the best location for the farmhouse and barn.
That sounds good. I have a few plots in mind, but I'm open to your suggestions.
After we determine the best location, we'll start designing the building's layout to maximize efficiency and accessibility.
That's amazing. Do you have any suggestions for incorporating modern technology?
We could install a solar-powered irrigation system and biogas generators to help power the farm's lighting and appliances.
Wow, that's impressive. How much do you think this will cost?
We can finalize the budget once we have a clear idea of the design and technology components.
Great. I'm excited to see how everything turns out. Let's get to work.
Perfect. Let's do this. I can't wait to see your farm come to life.
Hey there. Welcome to the studio. What brings you here today?
Hi. I'm here to get some professional headshots taken for my portfolio.
Sounds great. Have you thought about what you want your photos to look like?
Yeah, I was thinking something clean and simple. Maybe just a white or gray background.
That's perfect. We can definitely create that look for you. Have you practiced your poses at all?
A little bit, but I'm definitely not a model. Do you have any tips for me?
Of course. Just relax and try to have fun with it. I'll guide you through some poses, and we can see what works best for you. Laughing as well. See, you're already a natural in front of the camera.
Blushing, thanks, I'm trying my best.
No worries, we'll get some great shots. Oh, and if you ever need a break or want to adjust anything, just let me know. Alright, let's get started. Grabs camera and adjusts settings. Snapping photos, perfect, you're doing great. Showing photos on camera screen, wow, these are looking really good. We'll take a few more, just to make sure we have plenty of options to choose from. Continues taking photos.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me just take this call really quick.
Absolutely. Takes a break as well.
Sorry about that, just a work thing.
No worries, take your time. We can resume shooting whenever you're ready. Alright, let's finish up strong. Starts taking more photos. Awesome. I think we've got some really great choices here. Alright, that's a wrap. Thanks for coming in today, it was a pleasure working with you.
Thank you so much. I had a great time and can't wait to see the final photos.
Hey, B. I heard you're the sysadmin at this institution. How's it going?
It's going good, eh? But we have been experiencing a lot of network troubles lately.
That sounds serious. Let me have a look at it.
I'd be really grateful. I need some advice about improving the system.
Firstly, we need to identify the root cause of the problem. Is it the hardware or software causing the issues?
We did some internal checks. It seems like our hardware is up to date. But I'm sure there could be some software-related issues.
Maybe a big first step could be updating the firmware.
That sounds good. We have been ignoring it in the recent times.
Next, we should upgrade the switches and routers. That can help improve our network speed and performance.
Do you have any recommendations?
I suggest using open-source network software. It's good for optimizing network efficiency.
I'll take care of it. Thanks for your help, A.
No problem at all, B. Also, keep in mind to have a good backup and disaster recovery plan.
Definitely, it's always a must-have one.
One more thing before I leave, have you thought of a network security plan?
Actually, I haven't put much thought into it.
You know, it's crucial to have the latest security equipment and software. It'll prevent any unauthorized access.
That's a good suggestion, A. Thanks for all your help. I look forward to working on these suggestions to improve our school network.
You're welcome, B. I'm always happy to help out a friend. Hi, Mr. B. How are you doing today?
Hey, A. I'm doing fine. How about you? How's your study going?
I'm doing okay, but I still struggle a bit with history.
What if we try something different? Maybe watch a history documentary instead of reading a textbook?
That's a great idea. I love watching documentaries.
Awesome. Let's make a note to schedule a documentary viewing session in the near future.
Sure thing. So, have you seen any good movies lately?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I saw one over the weekend. It was pretty entertaining.
Oh, what was it about?
It was a comedy about a group of coworkers who got stranded on an island.
That sounds hilarious. What was it called?
Shipwrecked and hilarious. It was one of the funniest movies I've seen in a while.
I'll definitely have to check it out. By the way, have you heard about the school talent show coming up?
Yes, I have. Are you thinking about participating?
Yeah, I've been practicing my guitar skills. I don't know if I'm ready yet though.
Hey, don't underestimate yourself. I'm sure you'll do great. And if you need any help, let me know.
Thanks, Mr. B. You're the best.
No problem, A. That's what I'm here for. Let's keep working together to help you succeed.
Hi B, have you tried the fried rice at that new restaurant in town?
No, I haven't. How is it?
It's amazing. The texture of the rice is nice and fluffy with a perfect combination of veggies and meats.
That sounds delicious. What kind of veggies and meats do they use?
They put in a good amount of carrots, onions, green peas, and scrambled eggs. For the meat, they have diced chicken, ham, and shrimp.
Yum, I bet that gives it a nice flavor. Is it spicy?
No, not at all, but you can request extra spice if you like a bit of heat.
Sounds great. Do they also have different variations of fried rice?
Yes, they do. They have pineapple fried rice and seafood fried rice too.
Pineapple fried rice? That sounds interesting.
Yes, it's sweet and savory at the same time. You should try it.
I will definitely give it a try then. Do you think the portions are big enough to share?
Yes, they are quite generous with the portion sizes. I think we can share a plate.
Perfect. When are we going to try it?
How about this Saturday? We can go for lunch.
Sounds like a great plan to me. Can't wait to try it out. Thanks for the recommendation, A.
No problem, B. I'm sure you'll love it. Good morning, I'm here to help with the cargo. Are you the pilot?
Yes, that's me. It's nice to have your help today.
It's my pleasure. What type of cargo are we transporting?
We have some delicate electronics and specialized equipment that needs to be handled with care.
I see. That's why they called in the professionals.
Exactly, and I'm glad to have you on my team. Have you been working at the airport long?
About 5 years now. I've seen all sorts of things being loaded onto planes, but nothing that I can't handle.
Sounds like you're a seasoned pro. I've been flying for about 10 years, and this still feels like a new adventure every time.
That's great to hear. Speaking of adventure, have you flown to any exciting destinations recently?
I actually just got back from a trip to Thailand. It was amazing. Have you ever been?
No, not yet. But I'd love to visit someday. I hear the food is delicious.
Oh, definitely. You can't go wrong with a bowl of tom yum soup. Maybe we can plan a trip together once things calm down.
That sounds like fun. We'll need to make sure to pack light so we don't slow down the cargo loading process.
Ha, good point. I think I'll leave my elephant pants at home next time.
Ah, the classic traveler's outfit. I'm sure you'll find some stylish new clothes to wear.
I'll have to take your word for it. Thanks again for your help, and let's definitely plan that trip one day.
No problem at all, have a safe flight. Hi, B. How's your day going so far?
Going well, thank you. How about you?
Can't complain. Okay, let's get started. What do you suggest we do to protect our company's network system from hackers?
Well, first things first, we need to ensure that all our software and systems are updated to the latest versions.
That sounds reasonable. But will that be enough?
It's a good start. But we also need to make sure that we have strong passwords and two-factor authentication in place.
Right, and we should educate our employees about the dangers of phishing and social engineering scams.
Absolutely. And we should also conduct regular security audits and penetration testing.
That's a good idea. Hey, have you heard the one about the hacker who broke into a bank's computer system?
No, tell me.
He stole all the diamonds on the screen.
Laughs, that's terrible. Let's get back on track.
Sure, sorry about that. Have you ever dealt with a real-life hacker before?
Yes, unfortunately. It's not a fun experience.
I can only imagine. But with our combined efforts, I'm sure we can prevent any potential attacks.
I agree. And if all else fails, we can always hire some computer ninjas to protect us.
Laughs, computer ninjas? I like the sound of that. But I think we'll be just fine with our own skills.
Agreed. Let's get to work.
Hi, sweetie, what are you up to today?
Hi, Mom. I thought it would be fun to bake some cookies. Do you want to help me?
Of course. Chocolate chip or oatmeal raisin?
How about we make both? I love chocolate, but I know you prefer oatmeal.
That's a great idea. Let's get started. Do we have all the ingredients we need?
We should have everything in the pantry. I'll grab the flour and sugar, you get the baking sheets and measuring cups.
All right, sounds like a plan. So, how was school today?
It was good. We just finished our finals. I'm ready for summer break.
That's great to hear. Any plans for the summer?
I'm hoping to get a part-time job and also hang out with my friends. What about you, Mom?
Work, work, and more work. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll have some time for a weekend getaway.
That sounds nice. So, have you been keeping up with your yoga classes?
Yes, I've been trying to make it to at least one class a week. It really helps me relax and de-stress.
I'm sure it does. I should start doing some yoga too.
Absolutely. It's never too early to start taking care of your body and mind.
You're right. Okay, let's start mixing the ingredients now. Can you help me measure out the flour?
Sure thing. This reminds me of when you were little and used to help me bake.
Yeah, those were fun times. I'm glad we're still baking together.
Me too, sweetie. Now, let's get these cookies in the oven and enjoy our freshly baked treats together. Hey Bee, how's the course going for you so far?
It's going pretty well. I'm getting the hang of it.
That's great to hear. Is there anything you're struggling with?
Well, I'm finding it a bit difficult to keep up with the reading assignments.
I understand, reading can be overwhelming sometimes. Have you tried breaking it up into smaller chunks?
No, not yet. But that's a good idea. How do you suggest I do that?
You can try reading a few pages at a time and taking a short break in between. This will help you absorb the information better.
Okay, I'll definitely give it a try. Thanks for the tip.
No problem. Is there anything else you need help with?
Not really, the rest of the course is going smoothly.
It's great to hear that. I'm looking forward to seeing your progress throughout the rest of the semester.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
That's all I can ask for. Don't forget to reach out if you need any further assistance.
Will do, thanks again.
No problem, have a good day. Hey there, Bee. Are you ready to catch some waves today?
Absolutely. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Great to hear. Have you ever surfed before, Bee?
Yeah, I've tried it a few times, but I'm still a beginner.
No worries, mate. We'll start with some basic techniques and gradually move on to some more advanced maneuvers.
Sounds good to me. What's the first step?
Well, first we need to get you comfortable on the board. Let's start with some balance exercises.
Okay, I'm up for the challenge.
Great attitude. Now, I want you to lay on your stomach on the board and kick your feet like you're swimming.
Got it.
Now, put your hands down by your chest and push up like you're doing a push-up. Keep your hips low and your head up.
This is harder than it looks.
It takes practice, but you'll get the hang of it. Now, let's try standing up.
That's the part one struggle with the most.
No worries. Remember to spread your feet shoulder-width apart, bend your knees, and keep your arms out in front of you for balance.
Okay, let me give it a go. Whoa, I did it.
Awesome job, B. You're a natural.
Thanks, I couldn't have done it without your guidance, Coach.
It's my pleasure. Now, let's catch some waves.
Let's do it.
Hi, I'm A, the machine learning engineer. Nice to meet you, B.
Hi A, I'm B, the natural language processing engineer. It's great to meet you too.
So, let's get started. How do you think we could incorporate voice recognition into the chatbot?
Well, we could use speech-to-text technology to transcribe the user's words into text.
That makes sense. But how do we make sure the chatbot understands what the user is saying?
We could use natural language processing to analyze the text and derive meaning from it.
Ah, I see. But how do we equip the chatbot with enough knowledge to respond to all kinds of queries?
We could teach it using machine learning techniques and train it to recognize patterns in language.
That sounds like a good plan. But what about users who might speak with an accent?
We can improve the speech-to-text model with accent adaptation and use different language models to understand a variety of accents.
Great idea. So, how can we make sure the chatbot provides accurate responses?
We can use a combination of research-based algorithms and real-time feedback from users to train the chatbot.
That's awesome. Can we also incorporate sentiment analysis to ensure that the chatbot responds appropriately to the user's mood?
Absolutely. By analyzing the user's language cues, we can take into account their tone and respond accordingly.
That's fantastic. Do you think we could make the chatbot fun to talk to as well?
Definitely. We could give the chatbot a personality and even use humor in its responses to make it more engaging.
Brilliant. How do you think we should test the chatbot to ensure its effectiveness?
We could use human evaluators to test the chatbot's ability to understand language, accuracy of responses, and overall user experience.
Sounds good. Finally, do you think we could introduce other features to the chatbot, such as image recognition or recommendation engines?
Yes, that's a possibility. Once we have a stable framework for our chatbot, we can start introducing other features to enhance its capabilities.
Awesome. You're a great help, B. Let's get started on building the best chatbot ever.
Haha, I'm excited too, A. With our combined expertise, I'm sure we'll create something amazing.
Hi there. I heard you're the DBA for our company's massive database system. Nice to meet you.
Hey, A. Yes, that's right. Nice to meet you too. I know you're the DevOps guy in charge of maintaining the servers.
Yup, that's me. So, how do we keep this monstrosity up and running smoothly?
Well, first things first. We need to make sure all our backups are in order. Can't afford to lose any data.
I hear you. How often do you run backups?
Every night, actually. And we do a full backup once a week just to be safe.
Smart thinking. And what about optimizing queries? Do you do that often?
Yes, we try to do that as much as possible. But with such a massive database, it's a never-ending job.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, how do you handle indexing?
We have our own custom indexing tool that runs in the background. It's pretty handy, actually.
That's cool. I'm guessing we have multiple servers to handle all this data, right?
You got it. We have a whole cluster of servers just for our database system.
Impressive. How do you scale this thing?
It's a constant challenge, but we use a combination of sharding and horizontal scaling to keep things manageable.
Ah, I see. And what kind of security measures do we have in place?
We use a variety of measures, including firewalls, encryption, and access controls. We take data security very seriously.
That's great to hear. How about disaster recovery? What's our plan there?
We have a detailed disaster recovery plan in place and we run regular drills to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Sounds like we're in good hands with you as our DBA. Laughs?
Laughs, thanks, A. And I'm glad you're taking good care of the servers.
It's a team effort, right? Laughs?
Laughs, absolutely. Together, we can keep this behemoth of a system running like a well-oiled machine.
Hi there. Welcome to the amusement park. Have you been here before?
Hey, no I haven't. I'm excited to check out the rides.
Awesome. Have you gone on any roller coasters before?
Yeah, but nothing too intense. How about you?
I've been on all of them, even the crazy ones that go upside down. Do you want to start with something mild or go straight for the thrill?
Let's start with something mild, but let's work our way up to the thrill ones.
Sounds like a plan. How about we start with the Ferris wheel? It's a classic and gives us a great view.
Sure, that sounds fun. How about we get some cotton candy while we're waiting in line?
Great idea. That's one of my favorite treats here.
Me too. Do they also have popcorn?
Of course. They have all the classic amusement park snacks.
That's perfect. I'm loving this already.
I'm glad to hear it. After the Ferris wheel, we'll go on the bumper cars. That's always a fun time.
I haven't been on bumper cars in so long. This is going to be a blast.
It definitely will be. And then we'll work up to the big rides. You ready for it?
Let's do this. I'm pumped.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go have some fun. Hi there. Welcome to our booth. Can I help you find something?
Hi. Your booth caught my eye. Can you tell me more about your products?
Of course. We specialize in eco-friendly stationery. Our products are made from recycled materials and are biodegradable.
That sounds great. What products do you have?
We have a wide range of products, including notepads, pens, markers, and even plantable pencils.
Plantable pencils? I've never heard of those before.
Yes, they are pencils that are made from 100% natural materials and have a seed capsule at the end. Once you're done with the pencil, you can plant it and watch it grow.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you have any samples I can see?
Yes, we do. Here's a sample of our plantable pencil.
This is really cool. How much does it cost?
The plantable pencils are $2 each, but we have a special offer today: buy 5 and get 1 free.
That's a great offer. I'll take 6 pencils, please.
Great choice. Here you go, and thank you for your purchase.
Thank you for the great customer service. I'll definitely be recommending your products to my friends.
We appreciate that. Do you have any more questions or need help with anything else?
No, I think I'm good for now. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Hi there. I'm really excited to work together on building a reliable electronic voting system for the government.
Me too. It's a big responsibility, but I'm up for the challenge. What do we need to consider first?
Well, we need to make sure the system is secure and free from any hacking attempts. We also need to think about user-friendliness so that voters can easily cast their ballots.
That's true. It should also be accessible for people with disabilities so that they can have an equal opportunity to vote.
Absolutely. We should also consider how we can prevent fraud and ensure that every vote is counted accurately.
Yes, and let's not forget about the importance of confidentiality. We need to protect voters' privacy and make sure their votes are anonymous.
Good point. I think we should also have a backup plan in case there are any technical difficulties during the voting process.
Agreed. And we should make sure that the system is compatible with all types of devices and operating systems.
Definitely. We don't want to leave anyone out. It's important to have a system that is accessible to as many people as possible.
You're right. And finally, let's make sure we have a thorough testing and debugging phase before rolling out the system.
Yes, that's crucial. We need to make sure everything is running smoothly before allowing people to use it for such an important task.
Well, it looks like we have our work cut out for us. But I'm excited to get started and make a positive impact through our work.
Same here. Let's get to work and create an amazing electronic voting system. Good morning, B. Can we begin the financial report for the year?
Of course, hey. I am excited to see the progress we have made.
There are a few areas we need to focus on, but overall it is looking positive.
That sounds great. I can't wait to hear about the profits we have made.
We have made a profit of $50,000 this year, which is a significant increase from the previous year.
Wow, that's fantastic news. I knew our efforts would pay off.
Yes, and our expenses have been lower this year, which has helped us achieve this increase in profits.
That's excellent. We should definitely celebrate our success with some chocolate cake.
Haha, I couldn't agree more. We can expense that under our team bonding budget.
Sounds like a plan. Do you have any recommendations for areas we should focus on in the next quarter?
Yes, we need to keep an eye on our inventory management and make sure we stock the right products in demand in the market.
Good point. We should also consider expanding our product range to attract more customers.
Absolutely. I will prepare a detailed report on that and present it in our next meeting.
Perfect. Thank you, A. You are a great accountant, and I always enjoy working with you.
It's my pleasure, B. Let's aim for even greater success next year. Welcome to the Statue of Liberty, the symbol of freedom that marks the entrance to New York Harbor. Are you excited to be here?
Yes, it's amazing. I can't believe how big it is.
It is indeed a remarkable sight. Did you know that it was a gift from the French to the United States to celebrate the centennial of American independence?
I did not know that. Thanks for the information. Can we take a photo together in front of the statue?
Of course. Would you like me to take the picture for you?
Yes, please. I want to make sure we get the statue in the background.
All right, ready? Smile for the camera.
Cheese.
Looks perfect. Do you want to take another one?
Sure, let's try one where I'm pretending to hold up the statue.
Haha, good idea. You're a natural at posing for photos.
Thanks, I've had a lot of practice.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your visit to the Statue of Liberty. Don't forget to check out the museum and exhibits inside the pedestal.
Thanks again for your help. I will definitely check them out.
Hi there. I'm excited to work with you on this project.
Same here. I've been reading up on the latest research in healthcare and it's pretty fascinating stuff.
Agreed. So, let's talk about how we can use machine learning to predict the risk of certain diseases.
Definitely. We'll need to gather a lot of data first. Do you have any experience working with large datasets?
Yes, actually. I've worked with electronic health records before and I know how to clean and organize the data.
Great. That'll save us a lot of time. Do you know which algorithms we should use for the analyses?
I was thinking we could start by using logistic regression and decision trees. Those seem to be popular choices for medical predictions.
Yes, that makes sense. And we can always try other algorithms like random forests and gradient boosting if needed.
Exactly. We could also include some demographic and lifestyle factors in the models to increase accuracy.
Excellent idea. We might even want to consider incorporating genetic data if it's available.
Definitely. But we'll need to be careful about privacy concerns and ethical considerations when dealing with genetic information.
Of course. We don't want to violate anyone's rights or compromise their security.
Exactly. And we should also make sure to test and validate our models thoroughly before implementing them.
Agreed. We don't want to make any false predictions that could harm patients or healthcare providers.
Right. And we should be prepared to iterate and refine our models as we gather more data and gain more insights.
Yes, it's a continuous process that requires dedication and perseverance. But I'm confident we can achieve our goals with teamwork and collaboration.
Me too. Let's get started and make a difference in the world of healthcare. Hey, B. Did you hear about the new project we're working on at the hospital?
No, what project?
We're implementing an electronic medical record system to improve patient care efficiency.
That's great news. How are we going to achieve this?
Well, I'm the network engineer and I'll be focusing on setting up the server and ensuring secure access to the patient information.
And as the systems administrator, I'll be responsible for maintaining and updating the software.
Exactly. We make the perfect team.
I couldn't agree more. With our combined skills, we'll have this system up and running in no time.
I can't wait to see the positive impact it will have on both patients and healthcare providers.
Me too, but let's not forget to have some fun along the way.
Of course. We'll celebrate our success with a game of virtual ping pong on the new system.
Ha! Deal. But don't forget, we still have a lot of work to do before then.
No problem, I'm up for the challenge. After all, it's not every day we get to work on a project that can make such a difference in people's lives.
Agreed. Let's do this.
Hey there. You look like a skilled athlete. Want to join in our beach volleyball game?
Thanks for the compliment, but I'm actually a travel photographer. I'll be happy to take pictures of your game, though.
That's great. It's always good to have some shots of our beach team in action. By the way, what's your favorite subject to capture?
I love to photograph the beauty of nature and wildlife. The waves here are amazing, and I can't wait to capture them on my camera.
You're right. This place is a paradise for both athletes and photographers. What inspires you to take photos?
I believe that every moment is special and unique, and I want to capture them to remember them forever. What about you? How did you become a beach volleyball coach?
I have always enjoyed playing different sports, and I love the beach atmosphere. So, I combined my two passions and became a beach volleyball coach. It's an amazing feeling to teach new skills and watch people improve their performance.
That sounds very fulfilling. What do you think is the most important quality in a good beach volleyball player?
In my opinion, teamwork and communication are crucial. You can't win a game alone, and a cohesive team is always the key to success.
I totally agree. These are important qualities in any sport. By the way, could you and your team give me some action shots?
Of course. We're happy to help you capture some great moments. Let's get back to the game, and you can take pictures of us in action.
That sounds like a plan. I'm excited to see what we can capture together. Do you have any special moves in your game?
We have a few unique plays, but I won't give them all away just yet. You'll have to see them in action and capture them on your camera.
I appreciate the challenge, and I'm ready for it. Let's have some fun and create some awesome memories.
You got it. Whether it's winning a game or capturing a moment, we're all here to have a good time. Hey, have you heard of any great music venues around here in Osaka?
Yes, there is a famous one called the Blue Note. It's known for its jazz bands.
I love jazz. Let's go check it out.
Sure thing, but before that, let's wander around Umeda and explore some local music styles.
That sounds fun. Do you know any specific places to visit?
I recommend visiting the Hanshin department store. They often have live performances on the weekends.
Great idea. I want to hear some traditional Japanese music too. Do you know any good places for that?
Yes, there's a place called Club Quattro that showcases a variety of musicians, including those who play traditional Japanese instruments.
Perfect. We can't leave Osaka without seeing some rock music. Do you know any good rock venues?
The Shinsaibashi area has a lot of rock music venues, including the popular Big Cat.
Wow, Osaka really has a diverse music scene. Hey, do you think we could find any gigs while we're here?
We could try visiting some of the smaller bars and clubs around town. Many of them feature live music on the weekends.
Sounds like a plan. I can't wait to experience all the different sounds Osaka has to offer.
Me too. Let's make sure to take lots of photos and videos to remember this musical journey.
Hey B, have you heard of ISO 27001 threat?
Yeah, I have. It's all about cybersecurity, right?
Yes, that's correct. It's a standard for information security.
It sounds complicated. Can you explain it to me in plain English?
Sure. It's basically a framework for managing and protecting sensitive information in an organization.
Ah, I see. So, what are some of the threats that organizations need to be aware of?
Well, there are various types of threats. Some common ones include hacking, phishing, and malware attacks.
Oh man, those sound scary. Is there anything we can do to protect ourselves against them?
Absolutely. One of the main goals of ISO 27001 is to help organizations implement effective information security measures.
That's good to know. Is ISO 27001 widely used in the industry?
Yes, it is. Many organizations, especially those in the finance and healthcare sectors, are required to comply with ISO 27001 standards.
Interesting. Do you think it's useful to have a certification in ISO 27001?
Definitely. Not only does it increase your knowledge and skills in information security, but it also shows employers that you are serious about protecting their data.
I might have to look into that then. Thanks for explaining it to me, hey.
No problem, B. Always happy to help out a friend. Hi B, thanks for coming with me to cover this event today.
No problem, A. Always happy to tag along.
So, what do you think we can expect today?
Well, I've heard that a local celebrity may be making an appearance, but we won't know until we get there.
That's exciting. I hope we can get a good shot of them.
Definitely. I've also set up some equipment to capture some action shots if anything interesting happens.
Great, we can't miss any of the key moments. Oh, look over there, there is a huge crowd gathering.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like it's going to be a busy and exciting day.
Hey B, did you bring your sunscreen today?
Yes, I did. Thanks for reminding me. Sunburn is the last thing I want on this assignment.
Huh. That's true. Who knows how long we will be here for? Maybe we should also get some snacks, just in case.
Good idea. I'll go grab something while you set up the camera.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get started and have some fun while doing it. Hey there, buddy. What's up with the fish today?
Not much, just the usual catches. But I've been thinking, how can we improve the quality and value of our catches?
Well, first of all, we need to make sure the fishing methods we use are sustainable and don't harm the environment or the fish populations.
That's true. And we should also aim to handle the fish carefully and quickly to avoid damaging or stressing them, which can affect their quality.
Absolutely. And once we've caught the fish, we should store and transport them properly, keeping them cool and fresh to maintain their flavor and texture.
That makes sense. I also think we could try to target specific markets that value high-quality, sustainably sourced fish, and perhaps even offer unique or rare varieties.
Yes, that's a great idea. And we could also collaborate with local restaurants and chefs to offer recipes and cooking tips that showcase the best qualities of our catches.
Nice thinking. You really know your stuff, don't you?
Thanks, buddy. I just want to make sure we're doing everything we can to support the health of our oceans and offer the best possible products to our customers.
Well, with your expertise and passion, I'm sure we'll be able to do just that. Here's to a bright future for our fishing industry.
Hello. Welcome to our deep dish pizza restaurant. How can I assist you today?
Hi. I would like to try your famous deep dish pizza with pepperoni, mushrooms, and green peppers.
Great choice. Would you like anything to drink with that? Our homemade iced tea is very popular.
Yes, please. I'll have a glass of your famous iced tea.
Excellent. That's one deep dish pizza with pepperoni, mushrooms, and green peppers, and a glass of our homemade iced tea. Are there any other items you'd like to order?
Yes, can we also have an order of garlic bread to start?
Absolutely, one order of garlic bread, coming right up. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all for now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Our deep dish pizza takes about 40 minutes to bake. Is that okay with you?
Yes, that's fine. We have some time to kill.
All right, I'll place your order now. Enjoy your meal, and please let me know if you need anything else.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Hi there, welcome to Sydney. Are you ready for your business trip?
Yes, I am. Thank you for meeting me here. What's the first thing on our agenda?
Well, first, we need to check you in and get your luggage settled in the hotel.
Sounds good, lead the way. By the way, do you know any good restaurants around here?
Absolutely, there's a great seafood place just a few blocks away. It's perfect for business meetings.
That sounds perfect. What's the name of the restaurant?
It's called the Fish Market. They have a private room that would be perfect for your business dinner.
Great. What about transportation? How will we be getting around during my stay here?
We can arrange a car service for you, or if you prefer, there's a reliable taxi service you can use.
I think I'd like a car service. That way, I won't have to worry about directions.
No problem. I'll go ahead and reserve a car for you. Is there anything else you would like me to arrange?
Actually, yes. Can you recommend any good places to do some sightseeing or shopping?
Of course. Sydney is filled with great places to visit. You might like to check out the Sydney Opera House or climb the Harbour Bridge. And as for shopping, there's always Pitt Street Mall.
That sounds fantastic. I can't wait to experience everything that Sydney has to offer.
That's great to hear. Do you have any other questions or concerns?
No, you've been very helpful. Thanks for all your assistance.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could make your visit to Sydney a smooth and enjoyable one.
Well, you certainly have. Now let's get going and make the most of our time here.
Good morning, B. It's a beautiful day to tend to our garden.
Good morning, A. Absolutely, the sun is shining and the flowers are thriving.
Speaking of flowers, have you seen the new daffodils by the gazebo? They make such a statement.
Yes, they popped up last week. I think the color adds a nice touch to that area of the garden.
I couldn't agree more. I was thinking about adding some tulips to that same area. What do you think?
That sounds like a great idea. Tulips will definitely complement the daffodils.
Perfect, and while we're at it, why don't we add some hyacinths near the pond?
Great idea. The smell of the hyacinths will be a nice addition to the relaxing ambience of the pond.
I'm glad you approve. How are the cucumbers and tomatoes doing in the vegetable patch?
They're coming along nicely. We should have a good harvest in a couple of weeks.
That's fantastic news. I can't wait to make some homemade salsa with those fresh tomatoes.
Speaking of food, I have some freshly grown herbs that would taste great with your salsa recipe.
That's awesome. Which herbs do you have?
I have some basil, cilantro, thyme, and rosemary. They're all doing great this year.
You're making my mouth water already. We should plan a picnic in the garden soon.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. We'll have all the fresh ingredients we need right here in our little slice of paradise.
Indeed, our garden really is a work of art. Thank you for all your help in maintaining it, B.
It's my pleasure. Gardening is my passion and it brings me joy to see this garden thrive.
I couldn't have asked for a better gardening partner. Let's get to work and make this garden even more beautiful. Hi, I heard we're working on developing a self-learning chatbot. Exciting stuff.
Yes, it definitely is. So, we need to figure out how to make our chatbot learn on its own.
Right. I think one approach is to use natural language processing to analyze user input and prompt the bot to improve its responses.
Yes, and we should also incorporate machine learning algorithms to help the bot learn from its mistakes and improve over time.
What about the bot's personality? Should we define it, or let it develop on its own?
We can start by using predefined personality traits, but we should also allow the chatbot to understand and respond to users' emotions to make the conversation more authentic.
Good point. And what about language translation? Should we build it in as well?
Definitely. We want the bot to be able to converse with users all over the world, so language translation is crucial.
Should we involve developers from other departments to collaborate on this project?
Sure, that could be valuable. We could get input from UI/UX designers to ensure the bot has an engaging and intuitive user interface.
And I think involving data analysts can also help us improve the chatbot's understanding of user behavior and preferences.
Agreed. We want the bot to be as user-friendly and personalized as possible.
Another thing to consider is the bot's ability to multitask. Can we make it handle multiple conversations at once?
That's definitely a challenge, but it's worth exploring. We'll need to ensure the bot can prioritize conversation and respond in a timely manner.
What about incorporating humor into the bot's responses? That could make it more engaging for users.
Yes, a bit of humor can add personality and make the bot seem more human-like. But we want to avoid overdoing it and coming across as gimmicky.
Agreed. We also need to factor in security measures to protect user data.
Absolutely. We'll need to use secure servers and encryption to ensure user data stays safe.
Okay, I think we have a solid plan. Let's get to work and make this self-learning chatbot a reality.
Sounds good. I can't wait to see it in action.
Hey, have you heard about the new plans for the oil company's expansion?
No, what's going on?
They're looking into developing new markets overseas, buying up existing companies, and even partnering with foreign governments and businesses.
Wow, that's a big move. Do you think it's a good idea?
I don't know, it could be risky, but it could also mean big profits.
True, but they need to make sure they're not overextending themselves.
Definitely. I think it's important for them to do their due diligence and assess the risks before making any big decisions.
Absolutely. And they also need to make sure they're not compromising their values and ethics in the process.
Yes, that's a good point. They need to maintain their company's integrity while expanding their business.
It's not just about making money, it's about doing it the right way.
Agreed. And they also need to consider the impact on the local communities and the environment.
Yes, they can't just go in and exploit resources without considering the consequences.
Exactly. It's important for them to approach this expansion in a responsible and sustainable way.
Well said. I hope they take all these factors into consideration before moving forward.
Me too. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Definitely. Let's keep an eye on it and see what happens.
Welcome to our vineyard. I'm excited to show you some of our finest wines today.
Thank you. I'm excited to taste some great wine. What varietals do you have to offer?
We have a lovely Cabernet Sauvignon, a smooth Merlot, and a crisp Chardonnay.
Those all sound wonderful. Let's start with the Cabernet.
Great choice. This one has a rich, fruity flavor with a hint of vanilla.
Yes, I can definitely taste the fruitiness. It also has a nice tannin structure.
Right, and the oak aging really brings out the vanilla notes. What's your favorite red wine?
I'm a big fan of Pinot Noir, actually. Do you have any available to taste?
I do. Our Pinot Noir has a bright, cherry flavor with a hint of spice. Let me pour you a glass.
This is delicious. I love how light and easy drinking it is.
I'm glad you like it. How about we try the Chardonnay next?
Sounds good. I'm curious about the crispness you mentioned earlier.
Yes, it has a refreshing acidity that pairs perfectly with seafood. Check it out.
Wow, this Chardonnay is amazing. The citrus flavor really shines through.
I agree, it's one of my favorites. Thank you for tasting with us today.
It was my pleasure. Your vineyard produces some great wine. I'll definitely recommend it to my friends.
Thank you, that means a lot to us. We hope to see you again soon. Hi there. I'm excited to work on this project with you. I'm a cloud engineer, by the way.
Hi, I'm a database administrator. Nice to meet you. So, let's talk about designing and deploying our health insurance system in the cloud.
Sure, let's start with the infrastructure. I suggest using a highly scalable cloud platform with built-in security features.
That sounds good. We should also consider data protection and compliance with privacy regulations.
Yes, we need to ensure that sensitive data is encrypted, highly available, and can be quickly restored in case of a disaster.
Agreed. What about performance? We don't want our system to slow down during peak periods.
We can leverage auto-scaling to dynamically allocate resources based on demand. Also, we can implement a caching layer to speed up data retrieval.
Interesting. How about backups and version control?
We can use snapshot backups and version control tools like Git to track changes to our code and configuration.
Perfect. What about monitoring and logging?
We can use cloud-native tools like CloudWatch and Elasticsearch to monitor system health and troubleshoot issues.
Sounds great. This project seems like it will be a fun challenge.
Absolutely, and with our combined expertise, we'll make it a remarkable success.
I couldn't agree more. By the way, have you taken up any interesting hobbies during the pandemic?
Yes, I've been learning how to cook different cuisines, and you?
I've been into indoor gardening, and it's been quite fulfilling.
That's awesome. We should swap some recipes and plant care tips sometime.
Sure thing. Let's make sure to take breaks and nurture our hobbies as we work on this project.
Hey B, have you been thinking about how to design an exciting game website?
Yes, I have. Definitely not your average website.
That's exactly what I'm thinking too. We need to create an interesting and engaging experience for users.
I was thinking of incorporating interesting animation and graphics to grab their attention.
That sounds like a great idea. How about we also include a fun game element to make it more interactive?
Sure thing. Maybe some puzzle or adventure game that users can play on the site.
We also need to consider the functionality of the website. We want it to be user-friendly and easy to navigate.
Agreed. We can use clean and simple designs for the layout and make sure all the important features are easily accessible.
Sounds good. And we also need to think about how the website can appeal to both adults and kids.
How about we use colorful and playful designs for kids and sleek and modern designs for adults?
Perfect. I think that can definitely work. And we can also include some interesting fun facts or trivia about the games or game characters.
Yes, that's a great way to keep users engaged and interested. And maybe some mini-games that relate to the game characters too.
I like that idea. It'll definitely add another layer of fun to the website. And we can also make it mobile responsive so users can access it on the go.
Awesome. With all these elements combined, we can create a one-of-a-kind game website that users won't want to leave.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Let's get started on bringing this idea to life. Hey B, have you ever tried bigos?
No, what's that?
It's a traditional Polish dish made of sauerkraut, sausage, and other meats. It's really hearty and delicious.
Sounds interesting. How do you make it?
Well, there are a lot of different recipes, but the basic idea is to cook sauerkraut and meat in a pot with some vegetables, spices, and sometimes even prunes or mushrooms.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of flavor. I'll have to give it a try.
Definitely. It's perfect for cold winter nights when you want something warm and comforting.
Speaking of comfort food, have you heard of mac and cheese pizza?
No way. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's basically a pizza with a layer of mac and cheese on top. I tried it at this place downtown last week and I can't stop thinking about it.
Haha, that sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen. But I bet it's worth it.
Absolutely. Food is one of life's little pleasures, right?
Couldn't agree more. And I think bigos definitely falls into that category.
I'll make sure to try it soon and let you know what I think. Thanks for the recommendation.
Anytime. Happy eating. Hi there, I'm the food analyst. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm the chef. Good to meet you too. So, what are we working on today?
Well, the challenge we face is to create new Spanish dishes using local ingredients. I have done some research and found some interesting ones.
Sounds exciting. What have you got for me?
First up, we have a type of tomato called tomate de penjar. It has a strong flavor and can be used in salads or as a sauce.
I can imagine it with a drizzle of olive oil and some herbs. Next.
We also have a type of cured meat, fouet. It's made of pork and is seasoned with garlic and pepper.
This would be interesting as a topping on a pizza or even in a meatball dish. What else?
How about using padron peppers? They are small, green, and can be quite spicy.
We could fry these up and make a Spanish version of jalapeno poppers. Delicious.
And there's one more ingredient that caught my eye. Have you heard of the cheese called tortilla?
Of course, it's a popular cheese from Galicia. Creamy and tangy. I can imagine it as a filling in a grilled sandwich.
Yes, definitely. I'm glad you approve. Let's get to work then.
Absolutely. Let's make some amazing Spanish dishes that incorporate these fantastic ingredients.
Hi there, B. What brings you to my office today?
Hi, A. I have some legal questions that I can't seem to answer on my own.
No problem, I'm happy to help. What is the issue?
Well, I'm starting a small business and I'm not sure if I need any special licenses or permits.
Ah, that's a common question. Each business is unique, so we'll have to assess your specific situation.
Okay, sure. Also, I'm worried about getting sued by customers. What can I do to protect myself?
That's a valid concern. We can discuss options like liability insurance and drafting a solid contract for your customers.
Great, thank you. Do you have any funny stories or anecdotes from your time as a lawyer?
Oh man, I have plenty. One time, a client accidentally sent me a text message meant for their spouse that wasn't very complimentary about me.
Laughs, that's awkward. How did you handle it?
I ended up responding with a witty comeback that diffused the situation and ended up making the client feel embarrassed but relieved.
I love it when humor saves the day. Thanks for your help, A.
No problem, B. It was great chatting with you. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any more questions. Wow, this place looks amazing. I can't wait to try out the food. Speaking of photos, do you have any tips for food photography? That's helpful. And what about angles? Got it. Hey, what is that dish over there? I'm really excited to try this. It looks perfect. It's so tender and juicy. It just melts in your mouth. Agreed. This has been such a great experience. I can't wait to come back. Hello there. Welcome to the Statue of Liberty, the pride of New York City.
Hi. Thanks for having me. I've been looking forward to this for so long.
Great to hear that. So, are you excited to finally see Lady Liberty up close?
Absolutely. I'm definitely taking a lot of photos.
Speaking of photos, let's head over to the perfect spot for a snapshot with the statue in the background.
That sounds perfect. I can't wait to show my friends back home.
You'll definitely make them jealous. Alright, let's get you in the perfect pose.
Sure thing. How about I throw up the peace sign?
Sounds great. And if you want a more traditional shot, you can hold up your hand and the torch in the background will look amazing.
Yeah, let's do that one too.
Okay, we got a few great shots there. Do you have any more requests in mind?
Can I take a selfie with Lady Liberty in the background?
Of course. That's a classic shot. Just make sure to get the whole statue in the frame.
That's perfect. I think I got it.
Great. I hope you had a wonderful time here today. Anything else I can assist you with?
No, that's all for today. Thank you so much for your assistance.
My pleasure. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your trip here in New York. Hello there. Are you excited for your first diving lesson?
Hi. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's been my dream to dive in the Great Barrier Reef.
That's great to hear. But before we start, I have to ask, do you have your diving license?
Oh no, I don't have it yet.
No worries, we'll start with some basic lessons first. Let's talk about the equipment. Do you have your wetsuit and fins?
Yes, I do. And my snorkel too.
Excellent. Now let me show you how to wear and adjust the gear properly.
Okay, sure. I'm all ears.
First, put on your wetsuit starting from the ankles to the neck. Then, wear your fins and adjust the straps to fit snugly.
Got it. What about the snorkel?
Put the snorkel in your mouth and hold it with your teeth. Make sure the end of the snorkel is above the waterline.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's dive.
Hold on, not yet. We still have to go over some safety procedures and hand signals.
Safety first, of course.
Alright, let's practice some of the hand signals now. This is the OK signal.
I see. And this is the up signal?
That's right. And this is the something's wrong signal. Make sure to let me know if something doesn't feel right.
Gotcha. Thanks for teaching me all of these.
No problem. Now let's explore the reef and see what we can find. Hi there, B. How are you doing today?
Hey. I'm doing great, thanks. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. So, we have to discuss how to improve our e-commerce platform. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think we need to focus on streamlining the checkout process. It should be quick and easy for customers to complete their purchases.
That's a good point. What about the overall design of the platform? Does it need any improvement?
I think we can certainly make it more user-friendly. Maybe we could add some more visual elements and make it more engaging.
Great idea. As IT and software consultants, we should definitely leverage technology to improve our platform. How do you think we can do that?
Maybe we can implement some AI-powered features like chatbots for customer support and personalized product recommendations based on customers' past purchases and browsing history.
Wow, those are some really cool ideas. We should definitely explore them further. Hey, do you have any suggestions for improving our mobile app as well?
Yeah, I think we should optimize it for faster loading time and make it more intuitive for users to navigate. What do you think?
I completely agree. We don't want our customers to get frustrated with slow loading times and difficult navigation. Alright, let's get to work and make our e-commerce platform the best it can be.
Absolutely, let's get to it.
Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing well as well. I just finished baking some fresh croissants and pain au chocolate. Would you like to try some?
Of course. I just brewed a batch of our new Ethiopian coffee. It's got a lovely fruity aroma.
That sounds perfect. I'll bring some over to you right away. I brings over some croissants and pain au chocolate.
These look amazing as always, You really are a master pastry chef.
Thank you, B. I take pride in making my baked goods with the best ingredients and techniques.
And I take pride in brewing the best coffee possible. Let me pour you a cup of our Ethiopian blend.
That's delicious. The fruity taste really complements the buttery croissant.
That's what I was hoping for. We make a great team,
Agreed. We should brainstorm some new flavor combinations for our next batch of pastries and coffee.
Definitely. How about a cinnamon latte with a maple glazed donut?
That sounds heavenly. Let's make it happen. Hello there, B. How can I assist you with your legal matter?
Hi, I'm here to discuss my contract with my employer.
Alright, let's take a look. First, can you tell me the nature of your job?
I work as a clown for a circus company.
Chuckles, well, that's certainly different. What seems to be the issue with your contract?
I feel like I'm being underpaid and overworked.
Let's see. As a clown, do you have any special skills or talents that were not reflected in your initial contract?
Yes, I can juggle chainsaws and do balloon twisting.
Jokingly, wow, that's quite the combination. Alright, I'll make sure to negotiate a fair compensation for your added skills.
Thank you, On another note, do you have any good lawyer jokes to lighten the mood?
Sure thing. Did you hear about the lawyer who tried to sue a shark for biting his client?
No, what happened?
The judge threw out the case, ruling that the shark was not a resident of the state and therefore had no jurisdiction.
Laughs, that's a good one. Thanks for the laugh,
Anytime, B. Now, let's get down to business and make sure your rights as a clown are properly protected. Hey there, B. How's your training going?
Hey, coach. It's been tough, but I'm getting there. How about you?
Just preparing a new training program for my students. Mind if I ask you a few questions for ideas?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, first off, how many days do you usually spend training?
I train 5 days a week, with 2 rest days.
Great. And what's your focus? Strength, endurance, or something else?
I'm working on building endurance for an upcoming marathon.
Got it. How long are your training sessions, and what does your routine typically involve?
My sessions usually last around 90 minutes, and I vary my routine between running, interval training, and some weightlifting for cross-training.
Excellent. Okay, last question. What's your favorite post-workout meal?
A big bowl of protein-packed quinoa with veggies and grilled chicken.
Awesome, thanks for sharing. I'll keep these in mind as I plan out my new program. Keep up the good work.
No problem, coach. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Thanks.
Hey, have you looked at the risk assessment report yet?
Yeah, I glanced at it. How about you?
I read it cover to cover. It seems like there are some pretty significant risks we need to address.
I agree, but sometimes these reports tend to exaggerate things. Have you ever noticed that?
Definitely, but we can't take any chances when it comes to risk management.
That's true, but we also don't want to waste resources on risks that aren't actually that serious.
I see your point. Maybe we can prioritize the risks and focus on the most critical ones first?
Yes, we should definitely do that. By the way, did you see the part about the potential data breaches?
Yes, that's definitely a concern. Do we have any contingency plans in place?
We do, but they might need to be updated to account for new risks.
Good point. I'll talk to the IT department and see what they recommend.
Sounds like a plan. And, speaking of plans, do you have any thoughts on how to mitigate some of the other risks?
Actually, I was thinking about putting together a risk management task force. We could bring in people from different departments and get a more well-rounded perspective on things.
That's a great idea. It's always helpful to get input from a diverse group of people.
Exactly. Plus, it might make the whole process a little more fun. We could have team-building activities and brainstorming sessions.
Laughs, you're right, it might be a nice change of pace from our regular work.
Smiling, see, risk management can be exciting too.
Laughs, who knew? Alright, let's get started on that task force then. And maybe we can grab lunch together to celebrate once we've tackled all these risks.
Deal. Let's get to work. Hey B, did you hear about the project to design a high-availability cloud infrastructure for a new client?
Yes, I did. I think it's an exciting challenge.
Definitely. But what exactly is a high-availability cloud infrastructure?
Well, it's all about ensuring minimal downtime and maximum performance even when things go wrong.
I see. Sounds like something we could use in our daily lives.
That's true. Imagine if our coffee machines were high availability, we would never have to deal with coffeeless mornings again.
Haha, you make a good point. But back to the project, what strategies do you think we should use to ensure high availability?
We could use redundancy in our servers and storage, and also consider utilizing load balancing to distribute traffic evenly.
Okay, that sounds logical. And how about disaster recovery plans?
Good question. We should definitely have a well-established disaster recovery plan in place, just in case anything goes wrong.
Right. It's like having a backup plan for when the coffee beans run out.
Absolutely. And speaking of coffee, it's time for a quick break. Want to grab some coffee with me?
Sounds like a plan. But just to be sure, they have a high availability coffee machine, right?
Ha! We better hope so. But really, we can't afford any downtime on our caffeine supply.
Hey there, B. I heard you're a DevOps engineer. Do you have any experience with cloud deployment in the banking industry?
Sure thing, hey. I've worked with multiple banks to help them deploy and manage applications in the cloud.
That's great to hear. I'm a cloud engineer and I've been tasked with deploying our bank's applications to the cloud. What advice do you have for me?
Well, for starters, you have to understand that there are different cloud providers out there. Which one are you using?
We're using AWS.
Excellent choice. You should consider setting up a virtual private cloud, VPC, and configure security groups to allow only authorized access.
Got it. How about the deployment process? What tools do you typically use?
I recommend using a containerization platform like Docker and a container orchestration system like Kubernetes to manage your containers.
That sounds complicated. Do you have any resources to help me learn more about it?
Docker and Kubernetes have extensive documentation online to get you started. You can also look into taking AWS certification courses to deepen your knowledge.
Thanks for the tip. What about monitoring and scaling? Can you help us with that?
Definitely. With AWS, you can use services like CloudWatch to monitor performance metrics and auto-scaling to automatically adjust resources as needed.
Wow, this DevOps stuff is pretty cool. Have you worked on any particularly challenging projects related to cloud deployment in the banking industry?
Actually, yes. I once helped a bank migrate their entire infrastructure from on-premises to the cloud in just 3 months.
3 months? That's impressive. How did you do it?
We worked closely with the bank's IT team to identify their needs, created a detailed migration plan, and automated as many processes as possible to speed up the deployment.
You make it sound so easy. Do you think we can do something similar with our bank's deployment?
Absolutely. It takes careful planning and close collaboration with all stakeholders, but I'm confident we can successfully deploy and manage your bank's applications in the cloud.
That's great to hear. Thanks for all your help, B. You're a true DevOps wizard.
No problem, A. It's what I do.
Good morning, B. Are you ready to start the day?
Yes, Chef A. I'm excited to learn something new today.
Great. We have a busy day ahead of us. Today, we're serving our famous steak dish.
Oh, I love that dish. Can I help you prep the ingredients?
Of course. Here are the ingredients we need: steak, garlic, rosemary, thyme, butter, and salt.
Got it. How thick should we cut the steaks?
About 1 inch thick. And don't forget to season them generously with salt on both sides.
Should we let them rest at room temperature before cooking?
Yes, that's a great idea. It helps them cook more evenly.
What about the garlic and herbs? How should we prepare them?
Mince the garlic and chop the herbs finely. Then, mix them together in a small bowl with the melted butter.
Yum, that sounds delicious. How long do we cook the steak for?
It depends on how well done the customer wants it. For medium rare, cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side.
Got it. What's the secret to making the perfect steak?
Besides seasoning it well, the key is to let it rest for a few minutes after cooking to allow the juices to redistribute.
Thank you, Chef A. This is going to be an amazing dish.
I have faith in you, B. Let's get cooking. Hey B, how's it going with the database management?
Pretty good so far. I'm trying to figure out how to integrate it with the back-end systems.
Yeah, that can be a tricky part. Let me know if you need any help.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Have you seen the new data we have on marine wildlife in the Pacific?
No, not yet. What did you find?
Well, it looks like the population of blue whales has increased significantly in the last decade.
Wow, that's definitely good news. Did you update the database with the latest numbers?
Yes, I did. We should have it ready for the next release.
Great. Speaking of releases, what's the ETA for the upcoming version?
We're shooting for next month. There's still a lot of work to be done, but we're making progress.
Sounds like we're on track then. I'm excited to see how the site will look.
Me too. Do you have any ideas for the user interface?
Well, I was thinking of incorporating some interactive maps to show where different species can be found.
That's a cool idea. We could also include some educational content for users who are interested in learning more about marine life.
Yes, definitely. We want the site to be both informative and engaging.
Agreed. And with your database skills and my back-end expertise, we can make it happen.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
You got that right. Let's keep pushing forward and make this project a success.
Hey coach, how's it going?
Good to see you here. Ready for today's workout?
Absolutely. What's on the agenda?
We'll start with some warm-up stretches, then hit the weights for upper body strength.
Sounds great. I've been meaning to work on my biceps.
We'll definitely focus on those. But remember, it's important to work on all areas of your body for a balanced workout.
Of course, coach. I trust your expertise.
That's what I like to hear. So, how's your diet been lately?
Honestly, I've been indulging a bit too much on junk food. Any advice on healthy snacks?
How about some almonds or Greek yogurt with berries? They're both high in protein and low in calories.
That sounds delicious. I'll make sure to stock up on those.
Great to hear. Keep up the good work and let me know if you have any questions.
Will do, coach. Thanks for the tips.
No problem. See you next time for another killer workout.
Hey, have you ever tried churros?
Yes, of course. Who hasn't? They are delicious.
I can't believe I've been missing out on this for so long.
Oh, you have to try them. Where did you get them?
I got them from a street vendor. They looked so good that I couldn't resist.
Oh, the best churros are the ones that are sold on the streets. What did you eat them with?
I dipped them in chocolate sauce. It was heaven in my mouth. What about you?
I like mine plain. Although sometimes, I'll spread some caramel on them for added sweetness.
I'm surprised that I've never seen these served in restaurants.
Really? I've seen them in some Mexican restaurants. How crunchy were they?
They were crunchy on the outside but soft and warm on the inside. I could eat them forever.
Well, I wouldn't recommend eating them all the time, but it's okay to indulge every once in a while.
Definitely. Who knew that fried dough could taste so good?
It's not just fried dough. It's the cinnamon and sugar that makes them so irresistible.
I'm totally craving some now. Let's go find a street vendor.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Hi B, it's great to meet you at Tsukiji Market, Tokyo's famous fish market.
Yes, it's one of the most popular tourist spots in the city. Are you ready to try some delicious food here?
Definitely. I've heard that the sushi and sashimi here are amazing. What do you recommend?
You can't go wrong with the fatty tuna, sea urchin, and salmon roe. They're all exceptional choices.
Sounds delicious. I'm also curious about the street food here. What are some must-tries?
Takoyaki is a popular snack here. It's small balls of batter with pieces of octopus inside, served with takoyaki sauce and mayonnaise.
Yum. I've also heard about tamagoyaki, the sweet rolled omelette.
That's right. They're made by rolling layers of egg in a pan and are a must-try, especially for those with a sweet tooth.
I'm getting hungry just hearing about all this tasty food. Should we start filming our food review video now?
Absolutely. Let's try some of these dishes and get some great shots for our viewers.
Sounds like a plan. I can't wait to share the food scene here with our audience.
Me too. Let's eat.
Hi, I'm calling to inquire about refund and rescheduling policies.
Sure. I'd be happy to help. What can I assist you with today?
I booked a flight to Paris, but I need to cancel it. What are my options?
You have the option to cancel your flight and receive a refund, or you can reschedule for another date.
That's great. Is there a fee for canceling or rescheduling?
Yes, there's a fee for both options. The amount may vary depending on the fare rules of your ticket.
Okay, that's good to know. Is there a deadline for me to cancel or reschedule my flight?
Yes, the deadline varies depending on your ticket. I can check your ticket and let you know the deadline.
Great, thank you. I'm also wondering if I can change my destination instead of rescheduling my flight.
Yes, you can change your destination. However, please note that there's a fee for changing your destination.
I see. Can I change my destination to Hawaii?
I'm afraid not. We don't fly to Hawaii, but we have other exciting destinations like Bali and Phuket.
Those destinations sound great too. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure assisting you. Have a great day.
Hey there. So, you're a data scientist?
Yup. And you're a machine learning engineer, right?
That's right. I was hoping to pick your brain on using ML for credit scoring.
Sure thing. It's definitely a popular application. Where would you like to start?
I was thinking about using decision trees. Do you think that's a good approach?
It could work in some cases, but random forests might be more effective. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I've worked with random forests before. They definitely produce more accurate results than a single decision tree.
Exactly. Plus, they can handle missing data and maintain model interpretability. So, how would you plan on using them in credit scoring?
Well, I was thinking of using various features like income, employment status, and credit history to predict the likelihood of default.
That's a sound plan. But have you considered the potential for bias in the data or algorithm?
I have, actually. I was reading up on techniques like anti-bias regularization and model explainability.
Fantastic. It's always great to have a well-rounded approach to model building. Do you also plan on considering nonlinear relationships or interaction effects?
Definitely. I think it's important to explore all possible avenues to improve the model's accuracy and fairness.
Couldn't agree more. And speaking of fairness, have you heard about the trade-off between accuracy and fairness in credit scoring?
Yeah, I have. It's a delicate balance to strike between minimizing risk and avoiding discrimination.
Absolutely. But there are techniques like using alternate measures of error or incorporating demographic parity constraints to address this issue. It's definitely worth considering.
I'm glad you brought that up. It's something we need to prioritize in our model development process.
Of course. And speaking of models, have you thought about the scalability of your model? What if we need to score thousands of applicants at once?
That's a good point. We could use distributed processing or cloud computing services to accommodate large-scale data and computation.
Sounds like you've got it covered. Anything specific you want me to help with?
Actually, do you know of any open-source libraries or frameworks that we could use for model development and deployment?
Absolutely. Scikit-learn and TensorFlow are both great options for building and deploying robust machine learning models. I've also used H2O.ai for credit scoring before.
Ooh, I'll have to check those out. Thanks for the recommendations.
No problem at all. It's always exciting to collaborate on real-world applications of machine learning. Anything else you want to discuss?
I think that covers most of the important aspects. It was great chatting with you and getting your insights.
Likewise. Let's stay in touch and keep each other updated on any new developments.
Good morning, B. How can I help you today with your financial report?
Hi, A. I just wanted to go over some of the numbers in our quarterly report.
Sure thing, let's take a look. I promise I'll try not to bore you with too many numbers.
Haha, I appreciate that. So, what's the bottom line?
Well, it looks like we're in the green, with profits up by 15% from last quarter.
That's great news. I knew all those late nights at the office would pay off eventually.
Definitely. And it looks like our expenses have decreased by 10% too, so we're really making progress.
Excellent. So, we should definitely keep up the good work and keep pushing for even better results next quarter.
Agreed. But don't forget to take some time to relax and enjoy the weekend, B. You deserve it after all your hard work.
Haha, I definitely will. Thanks for always being so helpful and supportive, A.
No problem at all, B. It's my pleasure to help you succeed. Do you have any other questions or concerns about the report?
No, everything looks good to me. Thanks again for your help and have a great day.
You're welcome, B. And you have a great day too.